by for Lovington Wildcat Football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster.
Go.
Retro. Go. Vital.
Go fly.
Guidance.
Guidance go.
Inco.
Go.
Network.
Go.
Capcom.
We're go fly.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
It's time for Lovington Wildcat Football. Lovington Wildcat Football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
You can feel it in the air, like lightning on the edge of the night. You can feel it everywhere, but it's party time all over tonight. Friday night's a great night for football. Captain the Stallions ready to do it. Friday night's a great night for football. Sit back and relax and let's get down to it. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We got a great night of football tonight. In this prime time jungle, every fumble is a rumble. Every seat's the 50-yard line. Guaranteed to have a good time.
Wildcat Football is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, and Lovington Schools. Lovington Football is also presented by Man Welding, B&B Rentals and Services, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, and Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Friday night's a great night for football. The Cats and the Stallions are ready to do it. Friday night's a great night for football. Sit back and relax and let's get down to it. It's gonna be a
Now, let's head to the stadium for the Stone Oilfield pregame show with Don Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. Lovington Wildcat Football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
And welcome to the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces as we get ready for the fourth game in the district slate and what should be a good one. And it is not exactly must win for either one of these teams, but you would sure feel a whole lot better about the way things shape up from here on out after the bye week if you get the win tonight. I'm TJ Miracle, high above the Field of Dreams. Dawn Morgan is field side tonight in her normal spot. Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services right there in Lovington. W.H. Stone and the whole family, proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats and Lovington Lady Cats. So we come into this one, two teams that are very much in the same position, Dawn, as Lovington comes in at 2-4 overall on the year, and they are 1-2 in district. It's a little bit better for Mayfield. They are 2-4 overall, but their district record is 2-1 coming into tonight. And like I said, not exactly a must-win, but when you get into tiebreakers and everything coming up in about a month when Selection Sunday happens, you definitely don't want to be on the bad end of a tiebreaker.
You don't. So control your own destiny. That's what you want to do as much as you can. So much and so many factors and things that affect your game, your season, the outcome, the seedings, all of that stuff are out of your control. All you can really control, as the coaches say, they tell the players on the field, is what you do and what you don't do. And trying to execute well, execute perfectly if you can, and then keep your emotions in check and channel them into positive actions on the field.
Well, and
outside of that, so many things are out of your control. So again, you want to control your own destiny as much as you can. What can you do? Try to win this ball game.
Well, and winning will go a long way, as you mentioned, to kind of controlling that own destiny. Last week, a kind of a rough one for the Wildcats, but there were some bright moments and some bright spots in that ball game. They pulled off nearly 350 yards. You saw touchdowns from some new names and some new faces, and that can only help the depth as we move forward in this season, Dawn.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. And the deeper we get into this season, you got to remember football is so physical, and they're being asked, and I hear this and I see this every week on the sidelines. These guys are being asked to just put themselves out there and just be punished, play after play after play all game long. And they're getting a little banged up, a little bruised up. We're starting to see, a couple of injuries here and there, nothing serious so far. And we're thankful for that. And we say knock on wood. But the longer the season goes, the longer and the more that they play tougher teams, and we've got so many players who are going both ways. And if you are trying to take it easy on a couple, 3 players because of existing, slight injuries or trying to recover and get everybody 100%, it becomes that much tougher to get through each game unscathed and to bring your best out on the field, play after play, game after game.
Well, it certainly is. And one thing I don't think Lovington's going to have to worry about as much tonight is a lot of times, teams have just been taking it to them in the depth department. Well, Mayfield's only got 38 on the roster. So, yeah, my guess is they are not a whole lot more they are not a whole lot deeper than Lovington, of course. I'm looking across right next to where you're sitting, Dawn, and
Yep.
Jaden Gutierrez in street clothes.
Yes, exactly. And he just showed up. He just came out, though. He was not one of those. One of the guys during the warm-ups came over and just got some extra reinforcement and tape. But I just looked up, and yeah, Jaden is right here. So, and he was talking with one of the coaches. So we may be able to, of course, it's kind of tricky talking to the players, sometimes on the air during the games. And sometimes we can't do that, or we try not to. But we may be able to get a word and just find out how he's feeling, and if he's sitting out tonight just to try to make sure that he can get stronger later.
Well, and that's
a lot of times that's what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, that's going to beg the big question: who is going to take the reins at quarterback tonight? Of course, Allen has been injured, although Justin is on the travel roster for tonight, so maybe, we don't know. And of course, we saw last week a lot of players step up. Really, we saw Kylan Spencer late really do a lot of good things in the passing game, and had a good game. Matter of fact, Kylan in that ball game winds up, and my math doing it quickly because I combined everything last week, looks like he went 9 of 15 for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. So maybe Spencer getting the start tonight, or we could see Rivero. He also was the quarterback summer. Who knows? Justin Allen could be back tonight too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did see a couple, 3 of the players, sitting out last game. So maybe we don't have one, but maybe we can rotate, a couple of the others in. Maybe we get a chance to do that. I'm going to see if Jaden Gutierrez, hey, we noticed that you're not suited up to play tonight. Can you tell us how you're feeling and why you're not playing tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm just dealing with an injury right now, but I'll be ready to go this after the bye week.
So just kind of rehabbing 100% before you get back in there. We'll miss you, but we're glad to know you're on the way back. Jaden, thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Dawn Morgan, with Jaden Gutierrez, who is sitting out tonight. And if you're noticing, Dawn's got a little bit different sound. I don't know if they have a wireless blocker in this stadium or what, and so we're actually running this through a phone interface up in the press box. So, Dawn, it's going to sound a lot more like a phone than we're used to. But whatever it takes to get us on the air, as the 2 teams are out on the field as we are ready to go. And, of course, I can't really tell you much about Mayfield because they post 0 stats. They had 0 names in their write-ups. So it'll be a surprise when we get to it and these 2 teams take to the field. We'll go ahead and take a timeout.
And just a quick note, since you were talking about sounds, probably need to turn your level down. You were splattering. You were fine before, but now it's a little too loud. A little too loud. My
too loud on your
good.
end. Okay.
Your voice is a little too loud on my end through the phone. Okay.
All right. I will back that down. You see, you're getting a behind-the-scenes look at the way some of these things have to work tonight. Although I will say that this is much easier getting on the phone interface than it was the last time we had to do it. And well, that was over in Santa Teresa. So we're getting ready for the national anthem. So we'll wrap up the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Come back with the kickoff. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. From the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces, it is a crucial night tonight for both the team in blue and white and the team in green and gold. Both teams at 2-4 on the year, and Lovington looking to get to 500 in the district race. Mayfield looking to go to 3-1. It is a top 5 matchup from here in Las Cruces. The Wildcats are number 5 in the state. Right now in the Max Preps rankings, while Mayfield is number 8 in the rankings. Sorry, Lovington is number 3 in the rankings. I can't read my own notes. With Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us tonight. The Wildcats in the road white jerseys with the blue pants, the white helmets, of course, blue letters and numbers. Mayfield in the home green and gold white pants with the gold helmets. As we get ready to kick this one off, 83 degrees at kickoff time here tonight, as Mayfield won the toss and chose to defer, so it will be Lovington football first. So we will get to see the offense come out and see what they can do first, Dawn Morgan.
Yeah, I think that sometimes Lovington likes to show you their defense. A lot of times, I think that's true. They like to have that. They like to start the game on defense and then start second half on offense, but we'll see what happens,
Looks like we've got...
It's a beautiful night, by the way. It's perfect conditions on the field right here. Almost not a breeze. Sun's down, ready to play.
Pedro Munoz is back deep to receive, as is Zach Diaz. So here we go as we get ready to kick this one off, and I am running the camera tonight, so any oopsies are entirely on me on the video front. Great to have you with us, Lovington Sports YouTube, and on HobbsAmerica.com. So that one teed up and kicked away, and it will be a short one. It'll be taken by one of the upmen, bringing it up across the 25, cutting across the 30. That is Rivero out to the 34, 35-yard line. Good job there by Rivero to get extra yardage on that one before Nathaniel Benavidez brings him down. 1st and 10 for the Wildcat as they will have it first.
So a good test, for special teams right off the bat. Looking good. Nice return. Now ready for
And it looks like maybe Elijah's going to start out as the quarterback tonight. I don't see Spencer out there. And, so it will be Rivero getting the nod at the quarterback position tonight.
And he was looking over here to get from Coach Bailey, so that's exactly right. We'll see if he's in the long haul or if they're going to switch things up and switch folks out.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Going to spot the ball at the 36-yard line. They still hadn't put the ball down. I'm not sure why. Okay. Now it's down. So from the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Wildcats. They'll send twins to the left, single receiver to the right. They are moving towards the south end. Rivero with it, hands it off. Diaz, big hole, busts through the 40 to across the 45 near the 46-yard line. He's going to have nearly enough for the first down, and that was, as you like to call it, Dawn, impulse speed.
Yeah.
And good gain there. And actually, I think that may have been, was that Diaz or was that Paul Sanchez? It's 9 yards no matter what you do, so didn't have anybody come out. So let me zero in and see if I can see for sure who's that. That's Paul Sanchez getting the start.
Yeah. And I was busy looking at who brought him down, trying to figure out who that was.
So it's 2nd and 1, and actually we've got a Las Cruces player down.
Injury.
So
that's who came up limping, the one who brought him down, and that's why I was looking. And it looked like an 8. That's all I could see, either an 8 or an 80-something on the jersey. But man, he came up limping and looking bad.
So
and that's who I was trying to identify.
He is down right now as the training staff is out checking on him. So you certainly hope that that young man's all right. Well, it looks like they're maybe stretching him out a little bit. So we may just have an early.
The bottom of the pile.
Yeah, we may just have an early cramp. But all right, so injury timeout from here at the Field of Dreams just underway. 2nd and 1 for Lovington. When we return, Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
As Angel Herrera is the injured Trojan, he is up and off with a little bit of assistance.
81. I was right. 80-something.
You were, so good call. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 now for the Wildcats. Twins right side, 1 to the left. Rivero with it, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Elijah across the 50 into Mayfield territory down at the 45-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the quarterback keeper for Rivero and move the chains. 1st down, Lovington.
man, they are moving, and this is a great indication. I love this, that these guys, they look like they've played in this formation all year long. They really, you have to do really hard work and practice all week for a major change like this to look this easy so far this early in the game.
And guess who? It is Allen coming in to take over at the quarterback, Justin Allen. So Allen in at the quarterback position, first down and 10. He'll hand it off, coming to the right side, Mendeville. He will bust through, and he will fight for it, and he'll get to the 40-yard line, 5 yards. Tough running for Jonathan Mendeville before he is finally brought down there by a number 39. I don't have a 39 on the roster that they provided. That may be 37, Javier Herrera, but he looks a little big for that, but maybe not. Anyway, it's 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Mendeville was able to take that handoff really well, and they were able to do a pretty good fake on it because he was lined up right on Allen's shoulder, as he is again.
Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Mendeville on the left shoulder. Fake the handoff. Allen keeps it himself, but nowhere to go. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain for Justin Allen. So now it'll be an important 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats. So now a 3rd down and 5. Lovington does not want to stall out here. Kobe Floyd on the tackle. 9:40 to go here in the first.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's a little bit of delay on the phone. So when I think I've got my little room to jump in there with something, it actually isn't that way. Kyler Reeves came off and Chase Terrell went in.
Twins left, Twins to the right. They're going to stack them up. Allen is the quarterback, and the Whitecap waves Allen off the field. What in the world is that for? So I'm not sure what's going on there, unless they're going to say that. And now they're going to roll the play clock. I don't know what he waved Justin off for as he went over and talked to Coach Bailey momentarily.
Well, now they've got 26. That is
Spencer.
Yeah, in.
So now Kylan Spencer. I'm running out of room on my sheet here. Not that I'm complaining. So Spencer in on 3rd down and 5 as Mayfield shows blitz. The sophomore looks over, and they're going to have to take a timeout as the play clock. That was just all kinds of out of sorts there. So the first timeout happens with 8:52 to go in the first. The Cats facing a 3rd down and 5 in Mayfield territory. Back in 30 seconds on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Back here at the Field of Dreams with the Wildcats facing a 3rd down and 5. They run with 3 different quarterbacks all of a sudden on one single play before they ever get it off, and it'll be 3rd and 5 as they have to take a timeout as the play clock burned down to 0.
Right.
Don Morgan Field side, I'm TJ Miracle, high above the Field of Dreams here. So it's a 3rd and 5 no matter how you look at it. Trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. Waiting on the snap. High snap, it's handled. Spencer back, fires under the middle, has a man. It'll be complete across the 30 to the 25 and down to the 22-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 18 yards. Was that Rivero? I believe it was.
Yes, it was.
So Rivero, 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Nice work. Now Allen's going to come back in.
Though Allen back in is, I only have 2 quarterback positions on my stat sheets, and I've already got 3 penciled in here. Let's see how this works tonight. So it's 1st and 10, Lovington just outside the red zone from the 21-yard line. Twins left, Twins right. Allen is the quarterback. Mendeville is the running back. Handed to Mendeville. Has room. Starts it to the right. Cuts back to the left across the 20 and down to the 17-yard line before he got basically shoestringed down by Isaac Dominguez, number 6. Still a pretty good gain there for Jonathan as he's going to pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Lovington.
Yeah, it looked like he got tripped up just a minute before he actually got stopped by that tackle.
So a 2nd down and 5. Yeah, it was Dominguez who who kind of tripped him up there. Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. Lovington in the red zone, 2nd down and 5. Fake the handoff. Allen to pass. Fires, goes to the end zone, and overthrows everybody. He was trying to get, I think, Rivero, but overthrows his intended target, so it'll be incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Lovington.
Oh, boy. 3rd down was a real snag sometimes for Lovington in that last game.
Yes, it was. Yeah, forced a couple of turnovers and went 3 and out on the subsequent possessions. They did a lot of good things in that game. 3rd down was not one of them.
So conversion here, very important.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. Allen is still in at quarterback, gets it. Back to pass, looks left, pump fake. Now he steps up, has to run, has room on the right side. He crosses the 10, stiff arms a man to the 5, going to the pylon, stretches out, and yes, it is. Put 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Justin Allen, 16 yards to the house, and the Wildcats take the early 6-0 lead.
And that really was a broken play. It was not intended as a quarterback keeper, but he saw some room in front of him. He went for it and made a nice run.
So now it will be Caleb Aranda on to attempt the point after. Of course, not a D1 commit, but I've been told he has some D1 offers. So Rivero to hold it.
He's got a lot of talent, and he's worked hard, and he's really showed it this season especially, but certainly previous seasons.
So waiting on the snap. The snap is good, and we'll have whistles sound before. And so I think we're going to have false start on Lovington, I think. But let's wait and see what the Whitecap has to say.
You know, they're making a very big deal tonight about the trousers, about the uniform pants, and making sure that they're down at the knee or below the knee tonight. There's been some of that. That may have even been why Allen came out on
might have been. I know that has been a point of emphasis, and so they actually call offsides on Mayfield. I will mark it down as an accepted penalty, although it's just a 1-yard penalty. So Lovington will often go to 2 in these situations, and they'll get it to Rivero. He sweeps out to the left, to the corner, and into the end zone. 2 more on the board, and with 7:39 to go here in the first quarter, Lovington 8, Las Cruces Mayfield yet to get on the board. Wildcat football back in a minute.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
The Wildcats march it down the field and take it into the end zone. A quarterback keeper, Justin Allen, on a busted play, scores from 16 yards out, and then the Wildcats take advantage of a 1-yard penalty and get the 2-point conversion with Elijah Rivero. Welcome back here to the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan field side, having to use a little bit different technology tonight to get the field reports, but we're making it work. As Aranda will tee it up, and now they'll blow whistles again. This crew has been start and stop a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about again.
Yeah, not sure, but the side judge blew the whistle as they were already running for it. You can cause some problems doing that.
Yeah.
As Caleb will put the boot into it, it is a line drive. It'll be taken by one of the up men. He runs it across, and he is out. He's got a good return across the 40 out to the 42-yard line.
It's Ryan Chavez, number 26.
So Chavez with the return, and that'll bring Las Cruces out for their first offensive possession. Lovington leading this one by a score of 8-0. after they took the initial kickoff and took it down, converted a couple of third downs. Very important for them to do now. And so Las Cruces will have everybody in, and we'll see who their quarterback is going to be. Because, again, they don't have any stats listed, and they didn't have anything up. Now they'll take it up. And so their quarterback will be number 10. That is Ochoa. And they'll blow whistles. And the back judge is signaling play clock needed to run. Yeah, they never started the play clock. A little hometown timing here. And Las Cruces Mayfield actually is going to go with under center, and then they're going to go with a wishbone look. Now they're going to shift out of it as Ochoa will go to an empty set in the backfield, send a man in motion, hand it off to the motion man. Nope, Ochoa keeps it himself, and he's across the 50 and into Lovington territory with an 11-yard pickup and a first down for Mayfield.
He faked it to Marcus Castillo, and it was a good fake. A lot of them bid on it, and I allowed him to have a little bit more daylight, make that 11-yard gain.
And into Lovington territory, spotted at the Wildcat 46-yard line. Sorry about the camera work. Again, I am solo in the booth tonight. So on a first down and 10 inside Lovington territory, Wildcat defense has been much improved this season, but kind of bit on that one as Ochoa from the shotgun. He will fake the handoff, rolls near side. He's going to take it himself. He's across the 45 to the 40 to the 30, tiptoes to the sideline and knocked out around the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 21 and another Mayfield first down.
Yeah, and giving chase to him, I think maybe was Chase Terrell. It was either
Terrell in there and Chris Casadas. Yeah, Chris Casadas also in on that.
Okay.
And
I think that was actually Vasquez as well.
So on a first down and thank you much. On a first down and 10 from the 24-yard line, Las Cruces now knocking on the door. Well, this is a Cruces team that can score a lot of points. They give up a lot of points too, but they can score a lot as well. Ochoa going to keep it himself. He'll throw it underneath. That'll be complete and well defended. Be a pickup of 2 yards as that one was complete to Dominguez.
Yep. Isaac Dominguez.
So they'll give him a 1-yard gain to Dominguez, and it'll be second down and 9. So now second down and 9. Clock continues to move. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter.
A whole lot of throwing and moving for 1 yard.
Yes, it was. It's a team that I can already tell you thrives on misdirection, just having seen them for the first time here. Now they're going to bunch everybody in tight, just a single receiver to the left. Ochoa from the shotgun. Now he's going to move tight ends over to the right side. Ochoa with it. Hands it off, and nothing doing is Vasquez right there to bring him down. But, oh, no, they're going to throw a flag for a face mask.
That's Castillo will and carry.
Yep, it'll be a 2-yard loss to Castillo, but I bet they get Lovington for the 15-yard personal foul. I saw it from up here, and, yep, personal foul Lovington. So Castillo going to lose a yard on the play, but it is not going to matter because it'll wind up being, I thought he signaled personal foul. It is. It's 15 yards, which will be first and goal. So let's see for sure. They're determining whether or not which kind it was. I think they're talking about it, although I'm pretty sure they signaled it was the personal foul variety. So, yep, there's 5, there's 10, there's the 15. So a bad penalty for the Wildcats. First penalty of the night, but it'll take Las Cruces to a first down and goal to go situation. Well, just outside of first and goal from the 12.
12, yeah.
So that'll be their third first down, and it'll be first and 10 from the 12. Ochoa with it, fires to the back end of the end zone, and nobody home in that corner. Incomplete.
He was looking for Chavez. And Chavez was being covered very well by Rivero over here.
So on the incompletion, it'll be second down and 10, 5:54 to go. Las Cruces Mayfield knocking on the door. Yeah, Mayfield averaging, I think it's 33 points a game. Of course, they're giving up about 40. So they are a team that can score. The question is, can Lovington's defense step up and get some stops? It's coming over and barking at his sideline. That was Wyatt Esquivel as he's hollering at Isaac Dominguez, get your butt out here. Late check-in for Dominguez. They're going to come in tight once again. Single back in the backfield is Castillo with Ochoa. Ochoa waits on it. Low snap, handles it. He'll keep it himself, starts left. He's inside the 10, still on his feet inside the 5. Drags a couple of Wildcats with him before finally bringing him down, Alex Kame. But he will be close to first down yardage. You probably need to find somebody and just put a hat on Ochoa and keep it there. Ochoa, 3 carries, 41 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 3.
Yeah, that was Casadas with Kame on the stop. Being dragged like some dirty laundry down the field.
So from what we've seen, Ochoa is pretty much what they got. Keep somebody on him no matter what. Keep a spy, as he will hand it off that time to Castillo, and nothing doing as he is run backwards as big number 77, Damon Leyva, runs him back a yard. Castillo losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 2 from the 4. Are they going to go? Are they going to go for it, Coach Bradley? I think they are.
Leyva looked like he was junkyard dog attacking on that. Just would not give up. Just get barking all the way back.
Yes, there is. And actually that was Benavidez on that carry. I saw the 2, but not the 3. And I'll make some quick scratch out. So here we go. It'll be 4th down and 2. And guess who? Ochoa takes it left side and into the end zone, gets some blocking, and he runs all the way through the back of the end zone and then mugs for the cameras. You're not supposed to do that. There's supposed to be a unsportsmanlike flag for that. They choose not to throw it, and Ochoa takes it 4 yards into the end zone for the Mayfield touchdown, point after to come. So let's see, I would bet 2-point conversion time. Lovington has got to find a way to stop Ochoa. 4 carries, 45 yards. The rest of the offense combined, including Ochoa throwing it, is -1 yard. So find a way to stop that young man. As Ryan Chavez on to attempt the extra point, and that one is going to be bobbled and then line drived in as Leyva says no good. And coming over is the Fresno State commit Alex Rivero. I think it actually hit him in the chest. So Lovington special teams get a break there. And with 4:25 to go in the first, it is Lovington 8, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
It's the Javier Ochoa show for Las Cruces Mayfield as Ochoa 4 yards into the end zone for the quarterback keeper touchdown. 4 carries, 45 yards on that drive, which was aided by a 15-yard Lovington personal foul penalty. So now Chavez runs up on it, and it'll be a short kick. And grabbing that one will be Jude Madrid. He takes it near side to far side. Jude's got a block. He's got some room, and he can fly. He's across the 50. Gets away from 1 to the 40, to the 30, down the sideline. It's a foot race. Gets a block. 10-5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Jude Madrid takes it to the house from 70 yards out. But, oh, no, we've got laundry on the field back at the 30.
There were flags flying through the air as he hit the end zone, and I don't know what it's going to be, but
I have a feeling we're going to have a hold or a block in the back here at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of the flags, one of them sitting right on the 20.
And, yeah, there's another one up, and I think maybe the one back here is going to be a hold, and the one up here on the Lovington 20 will probably be an illegal block. It looked good from up here, but I'm not the one wearing the white hat and the stripes.
Sure was a nice run by Jude Madrid, though, as he had to get out of a couple of would-be tackles and do some fancy stepping and some broken field running. He really did a nice job. It's a shame that it may very well come back.
Yeah, I think it's coming back, and I think Lovington does too, as we're having an officials convention.
Yep,
How long does it take to say holding and block in the back?
Well, I think that they want to get it right if they can.
So still talking about it, still discussing it. Now they're going to come over and talk to Coach Bailey. Nobody's picked up the flags yet. Nobody's signaled what we've got. And we still haven't signaled, as now the head ref is talking to the back judge.
And Lovington Bluebirds are really giving them the business, as they're not happy about this at all.
And again, we are still waiting for the call. Well, they picked up the flag back here at the 33, but they still haven't signaled what this is.
Yeah.
Still haven't signaled.
Now they're
Good
calling
grief.
for the chains.
I'm pretty sure, well, they're moving the chains because it'll be first down Lovington. And
well,
now
it
Coach
looked like they
Bradley's
were
going to come over and go
hustling
what's going on here. And again, they have not signaled anything up to the booth. But again, I mean, it takes out a great run back by Jude Madrid, as that kid can fly, and he proved it right there. So they're going to put the ball at the 32-yard line in Wildcat or in Trojan territory, and they have still not signaled what in the heck. Finally, we're going to have targeting on Lovington, personal foul targeting on Lovington. So that's a 15-yarder, and it actually winds up being about a 33-yarder when you look at it, because it wipes out a touchdown. From the shotgun, and the handoff, Mendeville goes to the left, and he will cross the right at the 30-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 3 for Jonathan, 2nd down and 7. 3 carries, 13 yards for Mendeville. So from the 30-yard line, 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, 8-6. Lovington in the lead.
Allen comes over for the play. I did notice
Nope, he's out, and Rivero's going to run the offense, I think.
That's right. I did notice that Terrell went in, Vasquez and Rivero.
So Rivero's in, and he will set up at the quarterback position. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Elijah waits on it. High snap, handles it. Hands it off, sweeping around. That's Mendeville. He's got some room as he crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line. It'll be 6 yards for Jonathan, and it'll bring up a very manageable 3rd down and about a yard to go for the Cats.
Nice. Just move forward, move forward.
You'll take it any way you can get it, as Allen will come back in, as checking out is Chase Terrell. So Allen will come back in on 3rd down and about a yard and a half to go for the Wildcats from the Trojan 24-yard line. Twins right, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield, waiting on it. Allen hands it to Mendeville. He's got room. He squirms over and through on the tackle side on the left side and gets up to the 20. He needed about a yard and a half. He gets 4 and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, I think they will spot that at the 21.
So from the 21-yard line officially.
But, yeah, it was a gutsy run, too. He was running into all kinds of trouble. The last couple 3 yards were tough.
Yes, they were. So just outside the Mayfield red zone, 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Allen waits on it, hands it to Mendeville. He's going to try the right side, and he gets pounced on and pounded as a huge hit put on by 31. We don't have a 31 on the roster, but that kid just put on a whale of a hit. Also looks like 29, Derek Sines.
I think it's 39, not 31.
All right, well, we don't have a 39 on the roster either. They're going to say Quade Waller, number 13. I don't know where they got that one, but okay, whatever. It's still good for a pickup of 2 for Mendeville, and it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Allen hands it off, and that this time it's actually, no, that is number 8. That is Vasquez. So Vasquez is going to get a couple out of it, his first carry of the night. Lovington going running back by committee here. And so
Yeah,
now it'll
it
be
sure looked like 2.
third down and 6 for the Cats. Inside the Mayfield red zone with 1:10 to go here in a fast-moving first quarter. Other than the fact the refs have sometimes, decided to have their annual convention. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Good snap. Allen waits, fires, and under pressure, he had to get rid of that before he was ready to. Was looking for Kyler Reeves, incomplete. And so now it'll be 4th down and 6. And I think if you're the Wildcats, I'm not sure if you bring Aranda in or if you go for it. It looks like they're bringing the field goal unit out. So Caleb Aranda with a chance to bang it home. So 21, that'll be 31. That'll be a 38-yard attempt, give or take. We'll see for sure where everybody sets up. And it looks like he's going to set his mark at the 26-yard line. So a 36-yard attempt for Caleb Aranda to put the Cats up by 5. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, it is into the night sky, and it is no good as it goes just wide to the left. And with 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a missed field goal will hand it over to the Mayfield Trojans at the 26-yard line.
And that is rare.
Yes, it is.
It just, everything looked good, but it was just a low kick.
Yes, it was. So that'll mark the ball at the 26-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Mayfield.
Just a little, just kind of carried too much over to the left in the air. So, wow.
So why
50 seconds, that's too much to
and
they
so
got some time to do something with here.
Figure out somebody on Ochoa, please, because with 50 seconds to go, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans. You know what they're going to do. They're going to split twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Ochoa is the quarterback. Sorry, I'll adjust the camera there. As they mark that ball at the 18-yard line, I'm not sure that's where it's supposed to be unless there was a penalty in there somewhere that I didn't see. So they still haven't started. They still have not started the play clock. Both teams are ready. Yeah, both teams are talking, and I think Coach Bradley, and I think he's got a point. That ball should be up at the 26-yard line, not at the 18, because it should have been from the spot of the kick. And so now the Whitecaps waving it off. So they're going to put it at the 20. I guess maybe that's the new rule in high school is when it goes through the back, it's like a punt or something that goes through the back. So it actually acts as a touchback, which brings it to the 20. So, okay, that makes sense. So from the 20-yard line, again, look for Ochoa to handle the football. He is the quarterback. Lovington showing blitz. Ochoa hands it off, going left side. Not a lot of room to run. About a 2-yard gain there for Benavidez. And that'll get him on the positive side of the ledger. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. 38 seconds remaining in the first. Lovington up 8-6.
And I think that bring down on that was by Rivera. I think Leyva was in on it.
So Mayfield will have to run one more play. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Ochoa waits on it, barks out the signal, and gets his own guys jumping. That'll be a 5-yard flag on Mayfield. Yep, they're moving back. Mayfield coaches next to me not happy. Yep, false start on the Trojans. They're second penalty for 6 yards, really their first real penalty for 5 yards, and it'll be now 2nd down and 13.
And they're spotting it at the 18.
So maybe they should have just started there in the first place. So from the 18-yard line, Lovington shows blitz, backs out of it. Ochoa changing the play at the line, and then a whistle sounds as time expires on the first quarter. We have played a quarter from here in Las Cruces. Lovington 8, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces, Lovington leading this one 8-6. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrolling field side. Tiff and Evie Stuber back juggling the cats and the chainsaws back at One Radio Square tonight. Football triple header. Of course, we've got Lovington here in Las Cruces. You've got Eunice over in Loving tonight to open district, and Jowl takes on Texaco to open the district slate. So 8-6 and a second down and 13 for the Mayfield Trojans, as it'll be Benavidez in the backfield with Ochoa facing a second down and we'll call it 12. I think maybe a little bit generous, but we'll go with it. So here we go. Twins to the right side, single receiver to the left as we flip ends of the field. Ochoa awaits it. He'll take it himself. He sweeps it to the right side, and Lovington does a nice job just gang tackling him. He might have gotten a yard out of that one. They'll probably give him a yard out of it, but no more than that. Good job, a good pursuit by the line, Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, it may take the whole line, the whole team. It's keying in on him to try to stop him and try to limit and contain him the rest of the game. I don't know.
Well,
you send the whole team after him, though. That's problem.
Yeah, well, it leaves other people open. So
exactly.
But if you can get to him before he can throw it or hand it off, that works too.
Yeah, job done.
Whatever works. They hold him to a yard. That's his lowest gain of the night. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 11 for Mayfield. And a whistle sounds, and Coach Bradley's going to take a timeout. 11-12 to go, first half. Lovington 8, Mayfield 6. We're back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces, the Mayfield Trojans take a timeout facing a 3rd down and 11 deep in their own territory, and Lovington leading by 2. 8-6 the score. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan field side. Thanks for being with us tonight from here in Las Cruces. And if you're wondering why Dawn's sound a little different than maybe it normally is, it's because we have 0, and I repeat 0, open frequencies for our wireless microphone, so we're actually using a phone interface tonight. But we've got you on, and that's the important thing, Dawn, and we appreciate everybody.
I can hear and I can speak, and sometimes I can't hear as well as usual, and I'm talking over you, so I apologize.
Ochoa from the shotgun. He'll have it. He'll go back to pass. He'll throw the wide receiver screen. Coming to the near side, looking for some room with Castillo, and he gets to the 20, and then he keeps trying to fight. He probably shouldn't have. It'll be a 1-yard completion to Castillo. And that will bring up a 4th down and 10. I've got to think it's going to be punt time now for the Mayfield squad.
Well, backed up this far near the end zone, you got to think that that's what would happen. Let's see, though.
As Rivero and Casares back deep to receive, or pardon me, that's not Casares. That's actually Colby Nave. Back
Nave
deep to receive.
Nave had a good carry in that last game, remember?
Yes, he did. And now a whistle going to sound. And we've got a flag on the play.
Delay of game? What?
I don't know.
Wrong? Are they illegal formation?
Too many men on the field? We'll have. I haven't seen that, but they call it on Lovington.
Oh. Huh.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly what that signified. And now they're going to talk to the back judge. So, all right, while we've got a minute, I'd like to say a big thank you to our friends at Aftermath Auto Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, the Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, also Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, the Gandy Corp, and Double R Pipe and Supply. And now they're going to wave off the flag.
Too many men downfield is what I'm told.
Too many men on the field. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, that's the right number. And nobody's come off or gone on.
No, that's what I was told.
No,
downfield. Too many men, or illegal, maybe illegal, somebody downfield.
Oh, okay, that could be, I suppose, as Ochoa will get the punt off, and he kicks it towards Rivero, fields it right on the sideline, and he'll take it back to the 40, then gets a block, comes back near side, and then to the 50 before he is brought down. That is a lot of run for about 10 yards, as knifing him down there was Benavidez. Also went on the stop, Adrian Quinones, and so right from midfield, it'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats.
And Wildcat down on the field, rolling over now. The coaches and staff go out. Don't know who that is.
Let me see if I can pick it up from up here.
Yeah, it's closer to yours, so it's all the way across the field from me, and he's laying down.
If we're at home, I've got the angle on it, but we're not quite as high here, and that'll be Kyler Reeves. Yep, Reeves is up, but having to be helped off. That would be a big loss on both sides of the ball for the Cats.
He got a little banged up in that game last week, remember?
He did, that's right.
Giving to that right leg. Don't know if ankle, knee, whatever, speculation, but he is holding that right one up and hobbling off with help.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Wildcats as they take over after a 30-yard net punt from Ochoa. So Lovington will have it first down and 10 right at midfield. They lead by 2 points, 8-6. Scored on their opening possession, then a missed field goal as they are being very gingerly, walking him off gingerly with Reeves. Certainly hope he is okay, but taking their time to be sure.
So was that the man who was down to receive earlier, was it 41 or 46? When you said it was Nave, number 46?
It was 45. That was actually Pedro Munoz.
Oh, okay, Munoz, all right.
The 5 looked a little bit like a 6 from up here. I'm also dealing with some glare, and I apologize if there's glare on the video. There's nothing I can do about that. We're shooting through glass, and they won't let us open the windows. Matter of fact, there's big nasty signs that say "Do not open the windows."
Yeah, I was hearing some, I think some yells in the Lovington homestand about that's not Nave.
Twins left, Twins to the right. Back to pass is Allen. Has time, rolls, still looking, fires off the back foot and overthrows his intended target, as that was Vasquez. He was trying to get down the field, incomplete, and that'll bring up a second down and 10 for Lovington.
Hey, I got a foot on it.
So I'm not sure here. And Lovington is right now a collective 1 of 4 in the passing game for 18 yards. They have had zero trouble running. And when I say zero trouble running, I mean zero trouble running. Maybe just put the passing game away until Mayfield proves they can stop the run. I normally say that about teams playing Lovington, but tonight I'm saying it for the Cats offense. 3 men across the front for Mayfield. They're going to go in a 3-4 look. Twins left, Twins right. Send Rivero in motion. Toss it to Rivero. He gets around the outside, gets away from one man. He's across the 50 to the 45 to the 40. Cuts it back inside across the 30. Still on his feet across the 20. Coming near side to the 15. And horse collar down. Throw the flag as Keenan Thompson grabs him by the collar and slings him down. Where's the horse collar? It's 35 yards no matter how you look at it. Move the chain. First down, Lovington. They'll call too many men on the field, but they won't call a horse collar? Come on. First and 10 for the Wildcats. It looked like one from up here. I mean, I'm not sitting right on the sideline.
he had to completely change, not just direction, but gears and direction more than once. And, man, what a run.
Yes, it is. 35 yards. Punch it in for the Wildcats inside the Trojan red zone. Allen still the quarterback. Good snap. Hand it to Mendeville on the counter, and he is hit behind the line. And Mendeville is going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 12.
Ouch.
That is an ouch, but, hey, that's going to happen occasionally. Kobe Floyd on the stop.
That's just always hard to see a nice play and a big gain, and then crunch.
So
it's all right. 2nd down. They've got some time and some room.
2nd and 12 from the 17-yard line. Wildcats go twins left, twins to the right. Mendeville stays in the backfield with Allen. Allen with it, looks to pass. Steps up, is hit in the backfield, and has to come, reverses field. He's got some room to run. He cuts back at the 10, spin move at the 10 to the 5, and down to the 5-yard line as Allen makes some moves. Boogie Fever playing in the background, and he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets to the 5. It'll be 12 yards for Allen and move the chains. 1st and goal, Lovington.
Yeah, talk about a gutsy run again. Yes, he just kind of refused to be stopped and just kept finding room and finding ways to move forward. That's what you want.
Yes, it is. So 1st and goal for the Wildcats from 5 yards out. Leading by 2, would like to extend it. Lovington sends twins left, twins to the right. Mendeville in the backfield with Allen. Waiting on it. Now they'll send Rivero in motion. Allen back to pass, rolling right. Under pressure, looks, fires, goes to the end zone. Touchdown! 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Elijah Rivero from 5 yards.
No, that was number 6, Chase Terrell.
Chase Terrell. So 6 on the board for Chase Terrell. He'll get the 5-yarder from his tight end position, and the Wildcats have cashed it in once again.
And he did a nice job just jumping up, catching it. He immediately protected it really close and fell down on it.
And Allen was in major trouble from Kobe Floyd.
Yeah.
But managed to let it fly, and Terrell bails him out. Low snap, it's handled. Aranda gets it up, and Caleb dinks it off of the goalpost. And with authority, that goalpost may be coming down. So, well, misses it, no good. And Caleb misfiring a couple of times tonight. But with 7:36 to go in the first half, Lovington 14, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's a 50-yard drive for the Wildcats. Starts right at midfield and ends up in the north end zone, 5 yards from Justin Allen to Chase Terrell. Then the point after rings off of the goalpost, no good, but still a 8-point lead now for the Wildcats, 14-6. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan fieldside here this evening from the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces. So the defense did what they needed to do on the last possession. Now the question is, can they do it again as Caleb will tee it up? Not a lot of breeze here tonight, although it is blowing out of the southeast, so Caleb can get a hold of one and send it through the end zone. That would probably be ideal here. As Ananda up on it, and he will boom that one away. And, yep, just going to watch that one go over the Las Cruces High logo and out to the 20-yard line. That is where the Trojans will take over, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10, Trojans.
Yeah, I think that the score, I've got it fixed. It was, I think it was showing 14-8 for a while, or just 8 points for but only since I think fumble fingers, when I changed the quarter from 1 to 2, I think that score went from 6 to up to 8.
All right,
so
14-6 right now is the score. So 7:36 to go, first half. Ochoa out, and he's going to go under center, and they're going to run a wishbone look. The multiple running backs, and Ochoa hands that one off, and the ball's on the ground, and the Cats have it. The Wildcats have it on the fumble. Coming out and taking it in is Alex Kame, as Kame gets the turnover as Benavidez fumbles it forward. He'll gain a yard, but he will lose the fumble. And so the turnover, and Lovington knocking on the door, 1st and 10 from the Trojan 25.
You talk about, we just talked about, can the defense, continue to really come through and do their job? Well, perfect example of that right there. We'll take that turnover.
And just a quick note, Coach McCraw says the score bug is actually backwards, Don. So first and 10 from the 25-yard line after the fumble. The Wildcats have it. Twins to the left, single, make that twins to the right. And now a whistle sounds as Coach Bailey going to take a timeout. 7.5 to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces, our score 14-6 in favor of the Lovington Wildcats. With Dawn Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle. And thanks to Coach McCraw, we know he's watching tonight.
Thank you.
He's doing the coaching thing. He's gently correcting us. So
that's true. All right. Well, I needed some corrections.
So off of the turnover, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 25-yard line, knocking on the door. You need to cash this in. This was something they had a problem with last week. Got 3 turnovers and didn't get points on any of them. Twins left, twins to the right. As Allen is the quarterback, waits the snap. He'll put Rivero in motion. Allen back to pass. He'll throw the screen, and Diaz not able to handle it, and he'll just have to go pick that one up and then run it forward, and so he'll actually wind up with 2 yards. I didn't think that was a backwards pass, but they are going to say that it was, I guess. So I'm waiting for sure where they spot that one. And, yep, they're going to say it was a backwards pass, but it'll actually go on the books as a run for Diaz, a fumble and a run. So 1 yard for Zach Diaz, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Twins to the right. Single receiver to the left. Hand it off. Big hole up the middle, and running for his life is Mendeville. He takes it into the end zone from 24 yards out, puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Jonathan Mendeville takes it to the house, and the Cats have cashed in on the turnover, but oh no, do we have flags on the play? Darn it.
Yeah, such a good run. Mendeville
holding on Lovington. And let's just say that check the undershirts of the refs, because every time we seem to get going, the laundry seems to come out. If there was a hold under there, I understand it. It is official appreciation night. So 14-6 in favor of Lovington. Jess Braden, we know we got that fixed. So back to the 30-yard line after the 10-yard penalty. Ouch. They need to get it to the 15, so it happened from the point of the penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 15 now from the 30 for Lovington. 6.5 to go. Shift Rivero to the slot on the right side. Allen waits. Fakes the handoff, fires left, looking for Terrell, overthrows Chase. That was Vasquez, and he was step for step with his defender down there. If that young man will turn around, I'll catch his number. That was 26. That was Ryan Chavez, so incomplete. And so now it is 3rd down and 15 for Lovington.
Now
and Allen's going to have
Jumbotron over here.
Allen's going to have.
Same.
Yeah, they're at the 30. They need to get to 15. That's 15, not 2nd and 30.
Just letting you know.
My math skills are not great, but they're okay. Trips to the left, a single receiver to the right. Lovington on a 3rd down and 15. Off the turnover. Allen throws it underneath, and they will throw the flea flicker, and that'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
And Alex Rivera.
So Rivera actually takes that one on the flick at the 25, and he will take it up to the 14. So it'll be 11 yards for Alex Rivera.
Yes.
And so 11 for him. The completion, who tossed that to him, Dawn?
That was initially, it was complete. I believed it. Was it? I didn't see
I think
it. Was 12. I believe it was 12.
Okay, so it was Sanchez. So Sanchez will get credit for a 5-yard reception, and then it'll be a 11-yard run for Rivera. So Alex Rivera, and now it'll be 1st and 10. And what in the world are they talking about now? It was legal. It was not a forward pass. It was backwards. That makes it legal.
Yeah, and he was. I mean, it happened just a few yards in front of me, and I'm pretty sure it was.
And there was
Sanchez.
no block in the back. There was no face mask. There was no illegal formation. There was no illegal man downfield. I don't see a flag out there.
All 4 of them had their heads together.
Well, maybe they can figure something out here. It should be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Wildcats. And again, I'm not sure what this discussion is. These guys are, like I said, are they getting frequent sleep miles or something over at the motel? They just stayed at the Holiday Inn last night. They get extra points every time they huddle up. Again, we appreciate our officials, and it is Officials Appreciation Night, and we couldn't do it without them. But golly, so 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Allen will hand it off, and that'll be Diaz through the hole on the right tackle and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Zach Diaz from 14 yards out will cash it in, and Lovington goes up by a score of 20-6.
Not a single sniff on Diaz. He walks through. There was not a single Trojan.
Well, I'm making sure that he
had
didn't.
The ball was going to get the ball.
I'm making sure that there wasn't a yellow hanky dropped somewhere in case, he decided he got the sniffles, but I don't see one. And on to attempt the extra point will be Aranda. Caleb's had a little trouble tonight. He's kind of had the yips. Let's see if he can get him out right here. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 6:26 remaining, maybe he's got the yips out. With 6:26 to go in the first half, Lovington 21, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know. And trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your
For
business.
over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Cats cash in on a Trojan turnover, 25 yards, capped off by Zach Diaz, 14 yards to the house after the fumble Ruski backwards pass, miracle of the Meadowlands thing from Sanchez to Rivera. That is Alex Rivera, the Fresno State commit, and just like that, Lovington is up 21-6. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside. Thanks for being with us wherever you are, Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
I hope you heard me when I was yelling when that ball got flicked to him that it was 59 Rivera.
I did.
Okay, I was afraid you had misheard it as 9 Rivero.
And the kickoff, and that one will go through the back of the end zone once again, and Las Cruces will bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's Las Cruces Mayfield. So out to the 20, first down and 10, Wildcat, or rather Mayfield Trojan football. Of course, while we've got a moment, big thanks to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear their ads. We could not do it without their help and support. They're the folks who make sure we never have to beg you for donations or charge you to watch your kids and teams play. Too many so-called broadcasters doing that now. We don't agree with that and appreciate it. And too many of them, unfortunately, make you pay for it and then still make you sit through commercials. But we don't think that's right, so we don't do it. So please tell your friends and family they can always watch and listen free, and please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. So Ochoa will bring it back out, as now Lovington with a 2-touchdown lead. Send a man in motion. They will flip it to the motion man, and nothing doing, as great pursuit there by Vasquez as he knifes down that motion man. Coming around the end was Thompson. So Thompson is actually going to lose yardage back to the 14-yard line. It'll be -6 on the play, second down and 16.
Yeah, excellent move forward coverage on that. Wow.
So a 6-yard loss, and now second down and 16. Ochoa going to come out in an empty set this time. Nope, he's going to bring Benavidez back with him. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Tight end on that right side. Fake the handoff. Ochoa looks to pass, comes underneath. It is complete, but not much doing. Only out to the 25-yard line as Castillo will get that one. It'll be a pickup, let's see, from the 14 to the 25. That is an 11-yard gain, and it'll be third down and 5.
And I think that stop was made by Nunez, Aiden Nunez, 27.
Yes, it was. Good job by Nunez. So now third down.
Him up. It was really good technique on the tackle, too. Wrapped him up from behind, brought him down. It's good to see. Sometimes the technique has not been consistent with Lovington this year.
Third down and 5 for Mayfield. Big 3rd and 5 here. Ochoa with it, takes it himself, goes right side. He's across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Needed 5. He got 6 before the Cats collide and move in on him. Ryan Bustillos leads the way, but it'll be enough for a Mayfield first down. Their 4th first down of the ball game. So move the chains. 4:47 to go here in the first half. Mayfield still with 2 timeouts, but Lovington with a 2-touchdown lead. They're going to bunch everybody in tight. Single receiver to the near side. That's the right side from my perspective. Ochoa from the shotgun. Now he's going to shift tight ends over to the left side. And he will fake the handoff, look to pass, going to be pressured, rolls near side, and boom, the big boom put on by Chase Terrell as he levels Javier Ochoa, and Ochoa slow to get up. Is Chase going to help him up, make sure he's all right? Also over there to make sure he didn't give up, Damon Leyva. It is a loss of 1 on the play and maybe the biggest hit of the year so far.
And Jaden Garcia was coming, trying to get free. He was just inches away from getting him down from behind before the assault from the front came.
And so Coach Bradley decides, are we in an injury timeout, or did Coach Bradley take a timeout? Because if he's knocked out, if he had to come out of the game, then he would have to sit out for a play unless they take the timeout.
And Lovington, it was interesting. Lovington, they came to the sideline. They did some hydration and then just moved right back up on the field.
So the ball.
I don't think there was any official timeout on any of that.
No, there's not. So it'll be a loss of 1 from the 30-yard line. First down and 10. Ochoa going to go up under center. And actually, new quarterback in the ball game, and it'll be a handoff to Benavidez. And he's going to get a yard out of it, no more. New quarterback in the ball game is number 12, and we don't have a 12 on the roster. So I'll just put down 12 QB, and
I wonder if it's Anthony Aguirre.
That's a possibility.
Because, no.
Yeah, not sure. I know it's not Keenan Thompson. We know it's not Javier Ochoa. Maybe Angelo Hinoz. I don't see a 15 on the sideline. That's who they've got listed as their quarterbacks. That's the way it works sometimes.
Yep, we have to do our best guessing.
So now 3rd down and 10, and timeout this time will be taken by Coach Bradley. 3:14 remaining in the first half. Lovington 21, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football back in 30 seconds.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces on a 3rd down and 10. It is Coach Bradley taking the timeout. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan Field side. Other scores from Lee County action tonight. Late in the second quarter, it's Eunice all over Loving, 40-6 from Loving. And at halftime, it is Texaco taking it to the Jal Panthers, 35-0. Of course, both those games on the Eunice and Jal YouTube channels, respectively. Tatum, they'll actually be over here in Doñana County tomorrow. They'll be over in Hatch taking on Mesilla Valley. So on a 3rd down and 10, let's see what Coach Bradley dialed up, and let's see what Coach Bailey is going to counter with. As the handoff coming near side and not much room to run as they try the little misdirection play, and the handoff inside and nowhere to go.
So Lovington sniffed that out pretty well. That was, I think, number 62, Arellen Jr.
And so the handoff was to Castillo, and he winds up with 1 yard out of it. And so it'll be 4th down and punt time now for the Mayfield Trojans. And not sure what they're going to do with that because Ochoa was their punter too, and I don't even see him on the sideline down here. So Lovington with a golden opportunity right here. And we got a late man in. Now he'll come out. Lovington with a couple men back deep, and now whistles sound.
There was a flag that flew. Yep.
So delay of game maybe? Yep, it'll be a delay of game penalty on Mayfield. As Mayfield kind of out of sorts. That's just their second real penalty, though, for 10 yards. So move them back from 4th and 10 to 4th and 15, actually 4th and 14. And they'll wait for it, trying to get Lovington to jump. That's not going to work too good. As the young man who we do not have on the roster up, yep, they're going to get Lovington as Vasquez jumped. And so the Wildcats will get flagged for offsides. Their 4th penalty for 45 yards and move them up 5. Not going to change the situation any. Lovington will have by the time we get this play off, Lovington will have about 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so to work with and a timeout. Now they're going to try the snappy hard count thing again. And number 12 will go back to kick it away. Waits on it. Now Lovington gets there, and that one kind of a sidewinder. Going to bounce out of bounds. Should be Lovington's ball around the 42, 43-yard line. They'll give it to him. Favorable spot at the 45. So Lovington with another short field and good field position to work with. And, well, because never went into the field to play, the clock never starts. So 2:23 to go here in the first half. Of course, don't forget, coming up immediately following the conclusion of the first half, we'll have your Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Don Morgan will have a quick chat with Coach Bailey. And then, of course, we'll go into your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. And recap and look back at this first half from the Field of Dreams. So Lovington with time to work with here. 2:23 and 1 timeout. 55-yard field to work with from the near hash mark. Allen is the quarterback. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Allen hands it off, a little hesitation inside, and squirting through is going to be Mendeville, and he'll pick up 9, and it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats. 8 carries, 32 yards, Jonathan Mendeville. As whistles sound, I don't see flags. And there's a flag somewhere, and we'll have personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on, or maybe a late hit, but it'll be on Mayfield. And so that'll be their 3rd penalty, and that's the 15-yarder, and that'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats. Comes from the end of the play. 3 penalties, 25 yards for Mayfield, and that'll take Lovington into Mayfield territory all the way to the 32-yard line, make it the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10 Wildcats, and now the short field gets even shorter. Of course, Mayfield will have the football to start the second half, so Lovington would like to get this to a 3-score lead if they could and get it right here. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Allen is the quarterback. Mendeville in the backfield with him. Send Rivero in motion. They'll pitch it to Rivero. Elijah looking for the sideline. Gets a block. Crosses the 20 and steps out at the 19-yard line as a huge block downfield. Chase Terrell absolutely drilled one of the linebackers trying to go over to get Rivero. It's 12 yards for Elijah. Move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
50 also got a pretty good one. Jesus Morales on their number 2, I believe, came up, had to pat his back, I think. Okay, sorry, guys.
Inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the Mayfield 19. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Lovington on the march. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Hand it off. Mendeville starts it left, takes it back right, has a hole across the 10, stretches out to about the 7. Flags fly. I think we may have a late hit there. I'm going to wait before I write down the 12 yards for Jonathan till we see what it is. But normally when they come in like that, it's a late hit.
He kind of slid down. The tackler actually helped him, tackle him from behind. He fell forward.
And we'll have personal foul, face mask on Mayfield. So it will be it'll be the 1st down and then half the distance to the goal. So half the distance from, we'll call it a 5. It's a personal foul that winds up being about a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
They start marking off from the 6, so they're going to finish it off, and they're going to spot it at the 3.
So from the 3-yard line, it'll be Wildcat football, 1st and goal. There's a minute 55 to go as Mayfield has not helped themselves at all on this drive. 2 personal foul penalties have got the Wildcats knocking on the door. So now Allen is the quarterback. Mendeville will be the deep back behind him. They'll come in, go big boy football across the front. Single receiver is Vasquez. Fake the handoff. Allen to pass, throws it into the middle and almost picked off. Dangerous pass as that route got jumped there by Ryan Chavez as Allen never even saw him. Lucky that was incomplete and not heading back the other way for 6.
And Derek Sines, number 29, is the one who almost picked it off. It went in and out of his hands. Bullet dodged.
Yes, indeed. So now on a 2nd and goal from the 3, I'm thinking maybe just keep it on the ground here. Maybe, just a suggestion. I always say there's a reason I sit up here. But maybe just keep it on the ground. Jonathan doesn't have a touchdown yet. And they'll hand it to him, and he will put it in as Mendeville puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Mendeville into the end zone, and the Lovington Wildcats are rolling 27-6.
Yeah, he got 2 key blocks, one from Leyva and one from Morales, and he just dove through and forward. So it was a nice carry, but good blocking as well.
And the side judge marks the ball a yard deep into the end zone. Was there a flag on the play?
They're talking about it.
There must. I don't see any, but there must be. I already had to scratch one Jonathan Mendeville touchdown out of my book. Do it a second time.
They're bringing a 5th ref over here.
And so we have another referees conference, and Aaron, here's an opportunity. Send me a quick sponsor for a refs conference. Maybe make a little extra money.
The flag was right in the
there
middle
it
of their
is.
circle.
And so it'll be on Lovington, I have a feeling.
Yep, they're marking it, starting from the 3. Just a 5-yarder. Nope, he's going.
It's got to be a hold unless it's a personal foul. So, yep, 10 yards. So a 10-yard penalty, and darn it, that's the second touchdown I've got to scratch out for Jonathan Mendeville. Jonathan, I'm trying to get it for you, bud. And so now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 13. They have 3rd and 13 from the 13 on the board. No, it's 2nd and goal, ladies and gentlemen. So 2nd and goal from the 13.
And I've got it right, so I've had the yips this game
it happens
too, at times.
Well, everything's a little bit different because we're not on our usual systems and just some strangeness. So 2nd and goal from the 13 after the holding penalty. Send a man in motion from the right to the left. That's Rivero, and it'll be Spencer in to pass. He guns one into the middle, and that one is going to be intercepted. And Spencer comes in, and his first pass becomes an INT, and yowza. And I have no idea why in the world you would throw the ball in that situation. They have not stopped you at all on the ground tonight. At all. At all. Matter of fact, they've stopped you for less than 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times you've carried the ball. So you've run it a lot more than 6. But
and what really hurts is that we had a touchdown
called back by a penalty.
Counting on those points and had to bring it back. And now lose the football altogether. The good news is we are still ahead, 21-6 on the scoreboard. We're almost out of time in this first half.
Mayfield,
37 to go.
Mayfield does still have a timeout, though, and they will have the ball to start the second half. And this is just a 2-score game. So back over to Mayfield. They will be pinned back deep on their own, call it 7-8-yard line. And the handoff going to come inside, and nothing doing as Alex Rivera leads the charge with Leyva, and basically everybody else wearing a white helmet onto Benavidez, and they're going to give him forward progress of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to move. Ochoa has not come back into the game, and I do not see him on the sideline. So 1:10 remaining here in the first half. Lovington still with the timeout, too. I think if you're Lovington, maybe you think about taking that timeout depending on the outcome of this play. As we've got some problems under there as Esquivel Wyatt actually pushes the quarterback and tells him get under center. Now he'll come out and whistles sound, and we're going to have delay of game as things are just not going Mayfield's way right now. But then they've obviously got some issues going on with their quarterback and one of their running backs. So delay of game. And so it'll be 2nd down and 13 now. And so if you're Lovington, I think maybe if you stop them, you take the timeout, make them run one more. Yep, nope, they're going to run the clock. So, yep, Lovington going to be content just to try and stop them. Maybe bring the house here and see if you can't get a safety. I don't know, just throwing it out there.
Why not, I guess, right?
Well, you don't want to give up a score, so maybe you don't bring the house, and they'll just rug that one forward with the quarterback, and he'll get it across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain for number 12. And so that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 13 to go, and they're going to be content just to let this one run out.
I think they just called number 12 Eli Mendez.
So we'll go with Mendez. You are outside where you can hear that. I cannot. So
yeah,
Mendez is the quarterback. We'll go with that, and the clock expires on the first half. So 21-6 is the score. The Wildcats in the lead. And, Dawn, whenever you have Coach Bailey for the coaches' conversation from Bob Thriftway, take it away.
He is right here. All right. Going in at half, 21-6, ahead by a couple of scores. Some weirdness in this first half, right? Some strangeness. But what did you see, and what do you think, Coach?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of last year's Gadsden game. It just feels like every time we get something going, there's laundry on the floor, and I'm not going to complain about the refs. I don't do that. I do to them, but not to you guys, you know. But we just got to be disciplined and control. We can't control that, you know. Obviously, not an ideal situation. Kyler's went down already without Jaden, but I feel like our guys are playing really, really hard. And I think our defense is doing a great job. They've lost a few players, too, that make them a little bit less dynamic. And so I think that I like our chance to finish this game.
It looks like Ochoa, their starting quarterback, is off the field. Do you know anything about that?
No, same as you. I saw number 10 go off the field. I saw number 81 go off the field. And those are two good players. They look like they were already out. Number 21, number 11, and number 4. Those are good players. And so, you know, we're also out 14 and 7 and 4. I mean, Carter Moore's right there, too. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's football. So who can adjust the best and deal with adversity?
Yeah. Halftime to get this second half done and end up on the winning side, just like you are right now.
Focus on us. When we get bad calls and stuff, again, kind of like Gadsden last year, the crowd gets a little rowdy, and I'm fine with them. Fans, players, coaches, we all just kind of get a little whiny. I don't want to be known as a whiny group. I want us to just control with control. I want us to play really, really hard and don't dominate the rest of this football game. I think that we can. I think we've shown that we can run the ball, and I don't know if they can stop us if we just keep doing what we're doing.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
Your Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Coach Bailey with Dawn Morgan, and we'll be back for your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show right after this. It's Lovington 21, Mayfield 6, Wildcat football, and the halftime report on the way.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces. It's time for your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And the Cats have gotten up and gone to a 21-6 lead here after the first half. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. We will start with the Mayfield Trojans. For them, it is Javier Ochoa. He was pretty much their do-everything guy. 7 carries, 51 on the ground for the Green and Gold's quarterback. Before he was knocked out of the game, he went 3 of 4 for 13 yards through the air. Castillo, his favorite target, 2 catches for 12 yards the other, going to Dominguez. It's been hard sledding for the rest of the running brigade for Mayfield, as Benavidez with, 5 carries for 4 yards. Thompson, 1 carry, -6 yards. Mendez, the backup quarterback, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Castillo with 1 carry, make that 2 carries for 0 yards. There was 1 turnover in the first half for Mayfield. So 13 through the air, 51 on the ground cumulatively, 64 total yards. That's it for Mayfield. In the first half, they were whistled 5 times for 35 yards, scored 6 points in the first and none in the second. That's how they've got their 6 on the board, and they did get 4 first downs in the first half. The passing game has not been particularly electric for the Wildcats either, but it has worked enough, as we've run basically a 4-headed quarterback system tonight. Well, 3-headed for sure, as Kyler Spencer, Elijah Rivero, and Justin Allen all seeing time. And cumulatively, they've gone 3 of 9 for 28 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That INT thrown by Spencer, who is 1 of 2, 18 yards, and the interception. The touchdown, 5 yards from Justin Allen to Chase Terrell. Leading receiver is Rivero with 18 yards. So 28 yards through the air. On the ground, the Wildcats have been dashing it up. I'm not sure why you even think about throwing it the rest of this game. Rivero leads the charge. He's got 3 carries, 57 yards. Jonathan Mendeville, 9 carries, 46 yards. Unfortunately, he's had 2 touchdowns called back. Zach Diaz, limited use tonight, but he's been effective. 2 carries, 15 yards, including a 14-yard touchdown. Allen himself has taken 3 busted plays and turned it into 28 yards, including a 16-yard touchdown. Vasquez, 1 carry for 2 yards. Paul Sanchez actually opened the game with a 9-yard carry. And here's my favorite one of the night, Don, and maybe in the Bob Thriftway coach's conversation at the end of this one, ask him about that little toss-back play, the Miracle at the Meadowlands play that went to Alex Rivera. Alex Rivera, 1 carry for 11 yards. 28 on the through the air, 168 on the ground, 196 total for Lovington. They were flagged 5 times for 55 yards. They also had 1 turnover in that first half, 8 first downs. 8 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, and that's what gets them to their 21 on the board. Also have to mention a missed field goal, or it could be 24-6 in this one. But, hey, you've got the lead, and you've dominated. So far, so good, really, for the most part, if you're the Wildcats. Let's talk about our Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half, Dawn.
Well, a different team might have made Lovington pay more for some of those mistakes. It's lucky Mayfield didn't capitalize on some of the breaks that they got, whether it was through penalties or, the turnovers. But luckily, Lovington has done what they can do. And you put some pretty good execution and some good things that they've done together with a little luck. And you end up with what could have and should have maybe, many might think by looking at it, that the score should be even more for Lovington. But just because of some things, I have to respect Coach, because he's always really quick to say he doesn't want to whine. He doesn't want excuses. He doesn't want to be seen as, bagging on the refs. Or blaming the Lovington's woes, on the reffing or bad calls, because, you're just going to get that in any sport, and you live with it. You move on, but you get some gifts along the way as well. So I think, as Coach said, one of the important things for Lovington is to remember who they are, remember what they do best, be who they are, and play well. And like you, I am going to say, and I think Coach even mentioned, you know what, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. They haven't been able to stop us a lot, and by that I think he means the runs, particularly the running game. And just get out there and play a second half kind of like they played. They have more positive than negative when you look back at that first half, and that's why they're up on the board. And I think they just continue in that same mode, and they just try to keep everybody healthy, okay?
Yeah.
Try to keep the penalties at a minimum again, and try to keep as many people healthy as they can. They're dropping like flies here, and we can't afford to lose more. We've got to keep everybody healthy, but you got to play a full out. You can't play trying not to get hurt. You just got to get out there and play with your 100%. Give it 100%. But certainly a little bit of caution here or there is definitely going to be worthwhile, because Lovington, as Coach mentioned, they're already down some, but Mayfield's hurting and out some too. So it kind of balances out.
Well, it certainly does. If you're Lovington, yeah, I think you come out. The defense has done a fantastic job for the most part, and just have them keep doing exactly what they're doing, and let the chips fall where they may. Really, right now on offense, I'm not sure I put the ball in the air at all again tonight. You're already hurting. You've already got some guys out. Let's see if we can shorten the time frame of this game. What running the ball does is it allows you to shorten the game up. Yeah, you got 12 minutes of game clock, but when you run it with the play clock and everything else, the clock continues to move. That gets you out of here, hopefully, without too many more injuries. Like I said, I'm not sure I throw the ball again tonight if I'm Coach Bailey. Of course, there's a reason, and I always say this, and I'm going to point it out again. There's a reason I'm sitting up here and I'm not down there. I wouldn't want to be the one having to make these decisions. So, yeah, just keep the ball on the ground, run it effectively. If you're going to throw it, just, throw short stuff, keep it in the field to play, and let's shorten this game up. Let's get out of here with a chance to go 500 in 2 weeks back home against Gadsden.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, especially the time it takes. The run game, it just eats more clock, and it helps you maintain possession of the ball for a longer time, because it is eating clock. It makes the game move faster, but you keep hold of it. So I think it's a good plan, but I also think that it's interesting that the coach was echoing some things that we talked about, and I mentioned in the pregame about your destiny, controlling your own destiny. The only things you can control are what you do and what you don't do, and that's exactly what he was just talking about going into halftime. Was we can't worry about the things that we can't control. They still affect us, and we have to. You can't just ignore it, but you also don't let it change what you do and how you do it, and you still just do what you can and control what you can. And I think if they come out in the second half and do that, then they are going to come up at the end of the game, ahead like they are now. Maybe the score hopefully different, even higher, and maybe a bigger margin of victory. But 1 point is enough. That's all they need to do to win this. So I'm excited to get the second half going. It's been a little different, a little strange, a little weird in this first half with some odd things happening.
Between our technology stuff and then and like I said, I'm convinced our ref crew, every time they huddle up, they're getting extra points at the Holiday Inn or something. But between that and they stayed at the Holiday Inn last night, the little bit of oddness, a little bit of strangeness going on, but. When we have a colleague who hates coming to Las Cruces, absolutely detests coming here, and maybe it's just because weirdness happens and he doesn't handle weird well. So
something in the air, I guess. But
maybe.
As long as everything is the scoreboard's in our favor, it is now and it is at the end of the game. I say bring it.
All right, bring it indeed, as we will bring it back for the start of the second half. The Wildcats in the lead of this one, 21-6. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply. Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa know-how for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. When we go to the second half, when we come back, Wildcat football continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com from KZOR.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Also on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page tonight. All presented by Z94 KZOR. I'm TJ Miracle, high above the Field of Dreams. Don Morgan patrolling field side. Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square, juggling the cats and the chainsaws and who knows what else. Thanks, Tiff and Evie, for keeping an eye and an ear on us. So it'll be Mayfield football to start off this second half, as Lovington leading this one 21-6. As both teams back out onto the field, and we'll see what's happening is the injuries I noticed coming out that Xavier Ochoa for Mayfield will not be back. He is in his street clothes, and as Coach Bailey mentioned, losing Ochoa, losing Cabanas, and losing Zuniga, that's really kind of their three biggest guns. And so can anybody step up for Mayfield, or what we're hoping is that Lovington just shuts down anybody who might even think about it.
Yeah. So Lovington, as Coach said, he wants Lovington to come out and just dominate their second half. He thinks that they can. We think that they can. Like to see that happen. Of course, Mayfield will have the ball, maybe, unless special teams, maybe, I don't know, comes up with the ball somehow.
Hey, maybe an onside kick to start the half. It's not unheard of. As not sure what we're going now, as the back judge has picked the football up and is now talking to the side judge. Hey, are you sure we're supposed to be over at the Holiday Inn Express? I thought we were Brewery Suites.
I think you might get a letter.
Well, I haven't gotten my annual nastygram from the NMAA. Maybe tonight's the night. So
Careful. We can't afford any penalties here. Okay?
No, we cannot. It is all in good fun, Mr. Young. So now they give Caleb the football back and say, okay, we guess you can kick it off. We are at the Holiday Inn Express. So Caleb will tee it up, and he will boot it from the south to the north. That is right to left from my perspective. As Caleb making sure that his pants are long enough and down over his knees, because they are looking at that tonight. And a couple of Lovington players, that's been an issue for. As Aranda comes up on it and Caleb puts the boot in it, it is a high end-over-ender, and that one will be allowed to go through the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Mayfield Trojans of Las Cruces. And this is kind of it is the home stadium for Mayfield, but literally this is their home stadium. The high school for Mayfield High School is literally just to the north of this stadium, so just interesting that when they built the thing, they built it basically at Mayfield.
Well, for the 4 teams that share it, I guess it had to go somewhere.
I guess
maybe
it had to go somewhere.
to one of them.
Well, maybe this is just where the land and things were available. So, as you know, the Will Bowl and Roswell.
It is a nice field,
yeah.
and you get an elevator up to the media booth at this stadium. So
that is nice,
but
I can't open the windows, and so I will complain.
Okay.
So Mendez will be the quarterback, and they will come out. He will go up under center, and now a whistle sounds, and we're immediately going to start with a delay of game. And delay of game on Las Cruces Mayfield. Not how they wanted to start things. Well, that's going to happen when you're down, maybe not your first or even second quarterback. Things get a little bit jumbled and signals get mixed a little bit. So 1st down and 15 for Mayfield. Up under center, that's Mendez, and he will run into his running back. Ball's loose, and did Mayfield get it back, or did Lovington collect
it? Mayfield got it back. I think it was 52 who fell on it.
So 52 going to fall on it, and that did not go well at all. They were at the 15. They're going to be back. I think back at the 10 is a little generous, but it'll be a 5-yard loss there for Mendez, and so now it'll bring up a 2nd down and 20 for the Trojans. They're just all kinds out of sorts to start this 3rd quarter.
By the way, 52 is Brody Wilkie.
So Wilkie doing a nice job there as Mendez will hand it off, and we got a flag on the play in the backfield. It'll be a loss on the play for Castillo. And it'll actually be, it'll be false start on Mayfield. So they're going to lose another 5.
Wow.
Which I think Lovington would take the results of that play if they could get it, because it would have been a loss of about 3 and a loss of down. And Lovington did wave it off, so it's actually going to be a loss of 3 on the play. So 3rd down and 3rd down and 23. Yowza for Mayfield as it just keeps going from bad to worse. So, yeah, Lovington, I think, wisely waving that one off. So on 3rd down and working their way towards needing to get to Mexico, the handoff and hit and dropped and driven backwards. Jaden Garcia wraps up and takes down he doesn't take him down, but Javier Herrera, knocks him back inside the 5 to the 4. So that'll be another 3-yard loss.
So it looks like their punt team's coming on.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is one time when I think maybe if I'm Lovington, I keep somebody out on each one of the gunners on either side, and it looks like what they do. Somebody back deep to receive, but then I bring the other 8 trying to block this to get the potential safety here.
Right, especially since Lovington missed a few, chances at scoring earlier.
Mendez, and it's over his head, and they don't have to bring the house. It's a safety anyway. And so 2 more points on the board for the Wildcats as nicely trotting down Freddie Moncoyo to retrieve the football. And so 23-6, the Wildcats will take the lead on the safety after the snap goes over the head of Mayfield, and that was just a nightmare opening drive for the Trojans.
Yeah, they just, ouch. It's just embarrassing. I mean, you can't even really take any pleasure in that because you just know that was painful for them. It was terrible. And we get the results of that with a couple of extra points. We've certainly, as a team, hey, as a broadcaster, been in that.
We've been on the other end of that one a couple of times.
Absolutely.
We've been on the other end of that one a couple of seasons.
Yeah. So you just take the results. You just say, okay, we did some good things, made some good tackles and stops there. That's awesome. Now let's just take the ball and literally run with it.
I would be willing to bet because after a safety, the Lovington will get the ball, but it will be Las Cruces Mayfield's choice as to how they kick it. They can either punt it or they can put it on a tee and kick it away. I've got to think they are probably going to kick this one away from the tee and from the hold. They will kick it from the 20-yard line, so Lovington is not guaranteed to have good field position, but it's not a bad bet.
And they put the football down on the 20. I haven't seen it.
That's where they do the free kick from.
Put it on the tee. I think so.
So they will put it down on the 20-yard line.
Yep, they put the tee down and they're propping the ball up, getting ready for the kick.
Yep. Couple of Wildcats back deep to receive. That'll be Rivero and Munoz. As Las Cruces is going to come and just kind of pop this one up into space, and it will be fielded, and then that's Zach Diaz who will field it and then immediately step out of bounds. It'll be Lovington football at their own 43-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Under 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And again, if I am the Cats, I'm not sure that I put the ball in the air at all in this second half.
Yeah, unless you just until it stops working, right? Until it just absolutely doesn't work anymore.
I'm gonna channel Coach Butler, my high school coach, for a minute. He was from Artesia, so, take it for what it's worth. But it was run to the left, run to the right, run up the middle. And then usually it was punt or throw it to Bubba Franks. But, of course, long-time NFL Green Bay Packer. But, yeah. Yep. Toss it left, toss it right, run it up the middle, throw it to Bubba on fourth. Or sometimes on third. Or Baker. Mark Baker played short time in the NFL too. So.
And then rinse, repeat.
And, rinse, repeat. Absolutely right. So Allen will start things out as the quarterback here in the second half, as he will hand that one off as Mendeville crosses the 45, still on his feet, pushing forward, then gets WWE suplex down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 for Jonathan. He's got 10 carries for 54 yards, and it'll be second down and 2 for the Wildcats. Tough running inside. Maybe we'll get Mendeville his touchdown here in the second half. I hope we do. I hate having to scratch touchdowns out. So
third time the charm. Maybe they'll find it. Maybe they'll find a way to give it to him. And
Mayfield stacks the box with 8, and they will give it to Rivero on the end around. He's got some room. He's across the 40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 15. It's a foot race and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Elijah Rivero, 49 yards to the house, and Lovington takes the 30-6 lead.
Nice, with 9 minutes left in this third quarter. And that's how you dominate. That's how you come out. And I'd say that they listen to the coach's message at half, and they're working it now. They're following it, working it.
106 on 4 carries for Elijah Rivero. How do you like them apples? That's 27 yards per carry. Nearly. So the point after from Caleb Aranda. Snap is good, hold is good, and that one is up and almost blocked, but it will split the uprights good. And with 9:05 remaining in the third quarter, it's Lovington 30, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Welcome back to the Field of Dreams, which is becoming a field of nightmares for the home team, the Mayfield Trojans, while Lovington seems to be liking it just fine. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside, Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and ear on things back at One Radio Square. So that 57-yard drive culminates with a 49-yard run by Elijah Rivero into the right corner of the end zone. And the point after is good. And Lovington, less than a minute after getting the ball, is up 30-6. Still a lot of time left to go in this one. So Caleb will tee it up, and he will boot it into the northern sky, as that one is up and into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bring it back out to the 20. We've got a collision of some special teams in front of me. Nothing intentional, though, so no flag on the play. Bring it out to the 20. It'll be Mayfield 1st and 10 from the 20. And Mayfield, one thing, we've talked about this some years with some of the teams we've covered, Don, Mayfield, even though they're getting punched in the mouth and kicked somewhere that's, a little bit lower than that, they're not going to stop. That's for sure. They're going to continue to be out there and giving it everything they've got.
You bet. I mean, it's their home field. They don't want to get run off of it. So, and I'm feeling that Lovington is relaxing quite a bit here. I think they can't afford to really do that. They've got to keep the pressure and the intensity in the game.
Till you get to 35, keep it on, and
Yep.
the ball is out momentarily, but re-grabbed on the bounce by Castillo as it kind of came out from his chest, and he got it. And good pursuit on the near side by the Wildcats, as again on that stop, Damon Leyva came all the way down the line, and it'll be a 2-yard loss on Castillo. He's got 4 carries for -5 yards, and so now it'll be a 2nd down and 12 for Mayfield. Also on that stop for the Wildcats, Aiden Nunez doing a nice job on the near side. Nunez will cover the single receiver to the right. Mendez will hand it off and through the back. Herrera with first contact and just slinging down Castillo. Nowhere for him to go. Forward progress. Nope, they're going to give him a yard loss on that one. And so now it will be a 3rd down and 13 situation for Mayfield. Clock continues to move. 8 minutes to go in the third. Really, until I think Lovington, I'm glad they're relaxing, because you play better relaxed than you ever do when you're tensed and brought up. But I think you keep your foot on the gas till you've got 35 running clock.
Exactly. I think you have to keep your energy up, your intensity there.
And it will be a keeper for the quarterback, Mendez, who's going to get a yard out of it. And so it'll be 4th down and 12. And so punt time now for the Mayfield Trojans. I don't know if they think about punting it here or, they're going to bring the punt team out. So they're going to bring the punt team out. Of course, last time this happened, it got sailed over the head of the punter and became a safety. So Mendez going to go back to punt. He's at the 5-yard line. As the long snapper going to look back at him. Waits on it. Better snap this time. Lovington comes after it. Didn't get a hand on it, but rushed the kick as it bounces funny and then takes a Lovington bounce. You know it's not your night when your punt takes a bounce for the other team. It'll be Lovington football, 1st and 10 from the 35. 6:57 to go in the third. So a chance to get within a score of going up 35 running clock.
They can certainly get closer. That's what they want to do, because at that point you do relax. You can let down your guard a little bit. You don't have to play with that urgency, that energy, that intensity that you do up until that point.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 35-yard line. As Skyler in, he will hand it off. That's Diaz. He's across the 20 to the 15 to the sideline. 10, 5, stretching out for the pylon, and down at the 1-yard line, Zach Diaz, 34 yards on the run. 1st and goal, Wildcats.
Wow, nice run back.
On the handoff from Skyler, Tyler Spencer, pardon me.
Maybe they can give it to Mendeville.
Oh, no, it's coming back. Darn it. So now I got to scratch that one out. I thought Diaz had a great run, and instead we're going to have a hold down the field, I think.
Lovington faithful really not liking that. I got to say, it's always actually nice when we can just let the fans kind of do the talking for us, and sometimes
So it must not have been a hold. It's only a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15 must have been a false start, I guess. Didn't ever see the signal from the ref. And now twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Handed off Diaz, same time that time. They got him, and flags all over the place. Face mask, it'll be 2 yards for Diaz, and then tack 15 on to the end of it after the face mask.
Dominguez, that was Dominguez who caused that infraction, I believe. But I think the
and
ref
they're
is
marching
also
it back
saying
on
something to
Lovington.
Leyva. On us, the ref is saying something to Leyva.
How could it? I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not saying another word.
And the coach is simply
and it'll be
asking
personal
for
foul, face mask on Mayfield. Thank you.
And the Whitecap is coming over to talk to. Coach was just asking for clarification, and the Whitecap was really barking back at him.
So that will move them 15 yards from the end of the run. So Diaz, 3 carries, 17 yards instead of 3 for 49, but it is a first down. That is going to be the 9th Wildcat first down of the ball game. So inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for Lovington.
By the way, Kyler Spencer is out there.
So Spencer is the quarterback.
I believe Diaz is on his right
hand
shoulder.
it off, and it'll be Diaz as Zach right up the gut takes it to the 15-yard line, and we've got another flag out.
Flag in the air.
I have a feeling this may be something said afterwards. It was a very late flagging from the back judge, and it will be personal foul on Lovington. So darn it, you got to keep your emotions in check here. Then it will be post-play, so it'll be 5 yards for Diaz, but then 15 yards the other way for Lovington. 7 penalties, 75 yards against the Wildcats. As Coach Bailey barking, he's not real happy about it. And a timeout going to be taken, and it'll be an official's timeout.
Injured player on the field. It looks like it's a Mayfield player over there on your side, near the north end zone.
All right. I was actually blocked out from that momentarily. Now I do see it. So I don't know where we're going to be, but I know we're going to move them back 15. So Lovington will probably go back out to about the 35-yard line, and it'll be, since it was post-possession, they're going to mark it at the 30. Well, the injury timeout that's number 39 coming off. We do not have a 39. I think it may be Herrera. So he'll leave the field. So it'll be second down and about 17 for the Wildcats after the penalty. And really, in all of this mess, we've only had 30 seconds run off the clock. We've had 3 penalties, 2 first downs, a callback, and 30 seconds have come off the clock. Now they'll roll the clock as Spencer calls for it. High snap, handles it, hands it to Zach, goes right to Diaz, and he crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be another pickup of 2 for Diaz, and so it'll be third down, as that'll be Waller who makes the stop. So third and about 15 for Lovington. You don't want to stall out here. So let's see what the Cats can come up with here. Clock continues to move. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Vasquez came out, and I didn't see who went in from.
I believe it was Rivero, yeah. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Lovington in control, but like to keep to it, and they will pitch it on the end around and coming near side across the 20
Rivero
to the 10. Rivero into the end zone, put 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Elijah Rivero on his second end around of the night takes it 32 yards to the house for a Lovington touchdown. And now the Wildcats up by 30. 138 yards for Elijah Rivero rushing tonight. That's not a bad night's work.
Not at all. 30-point lead right now. Aranda out to see if we can make it a 31-point lead.
And then the next score would get us to running clock, and this thing would start moving very quickly. You get into running clock, it only stops for timeouts, changes of possession, and the end of the quarter. So Aranda for the point after, and yep, movement everywhere. Lovington jumped. So we're going to move them back 5 yards. False start on the Cats. 8th penalty, 80 yards against Lovington.
Only 5. I mean, there's still 5:12 left in this third quarter. So it feels like we played that full quarter already.
It does, and yep, we're just slightly after 9 o'clock here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com from KZOR, Hobbs Lovington. I know I don't have to legally ID, but it's just an old habit. So it'll go, the point after will be the equivalent of a 25-yard field goal now. Camera repositioned, there we go. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and Caleb sends that one up to around Hatch, and it is good with 5:12 remaining in the third quarter. Lovington 37, Mayfield 6. Wildcat football back in a minute.
Listen up, Oil Pack.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Wildcats go into the end zone once again on another end-around pitch to Elijah Rivero, this time from 32 out. And the point after from Caleb Aranda is good, and the Wildcats lead this one now 37-6. So barring a lot of weirdness happening, and I do not even want to say this, Dawn Morgan. I'm going to knock on the wood that is sort of up here in the press box. You know, barring some weirdness happening, Lovington will go to 3-4 on the year, but more importantly, 2-2 in district, and then with a week to take a deep breath and try and heal up before Gadsden comes to town.
That's the plan. Let's hope that that's exactly what happens here.
So
I know that Aranda has put a lot of time working the warm-up net over here on the sideline and working the yips out, and he's back to good form. I think all good athletes will say you trust the process. You go back to it again and again.
As Caleb will boot that one, it will be fielded this time about the 5-yard line and bringing it out to the 10, and then a tackle right at the 15. Did anybody get the number of that bus? As Lovington says, hey, it's all right. That's number
33.
2. Oh, that was 33.
No, 33. Jeremiah Caballero.
For us, Caballero, it was number 2. Castillo for them. Castillo's probably going, and Coach Bradley's probably going, you should have let that go over. It would have gotten us 5 more yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. That's where the Trojans will take over with 5:07 remaining here in the third quarter. And Lovington in command of this one. Sorry about that. Trying to actually find a cough drop that is intact. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. That's where Mayfield will take it over. Mendez from the shotgun. Bad snap. He bobbles it, and he'll just have to take it himself. Goes right side, and he actually turns it into about a 2-yard gain, which will get him back into the black in the running game. Actually, that's Castillo, Marcos Castillo. So sorry, number 2 with it that time. So a 2-yard gain for him. And so it'll be 2nd down and about 8 for Las Cruces. 4:40 remaining. Las Cruces Mayfield, I should say.
Twins spot that at the 19.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. Quarterback waits for it. Castillo is the quarterback, and he will hand that one off to Benavidez, and he gets it out to about the 25-yard line. So
got a little bit of help on the bring down on that. He got slung down and helped by about 1.5 yards or so.
And we've got a flag right in the middle of the field, and they're going to pick that one up. Are they going to wave it off, or are they going to call something on Lovington? Is Lovington throwing their hands in the air like they can't believe it?
Mayfield fans are going crazy over there.
And I think they just picked the flag up and waved it off, so because the Whitecap never walked up. So it'll be a 3rd down and call it about 4 for Mayfield. And now they're going to pick the ball up. The Whitecap has never signaled. He is standing on the 10-yard line, and he has never moved. He never signaled, never moved, and they're going 15 yards, so it must have been personal foul late hit on Lovington. Their 9th penalty for 95 yards. And it'll move Mayfield all the way up to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 for them. That is their 5th first down of the ball game. Cannot give a team a free 100 yards, which is what Lovington has done tonight. Castillo, the quarterback, hands it to Benavidez, and he is hit behind the line by basically everybody wearing blue and white. And down he goes. Jaden Garcia coming out of the middle of the pile.
That was Lucas Quintana, number 51 as well. He was the last man up. First man down.
All right, so no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. And Mayfield is on their 3rd different quarterback of the night now. It's Castillo taking over. He started the game at running back. He'll take it. He'll fake the handoff, and he will sweep to the right side. Lovington does a nice job staying with him. He's going to get a pretty good gain out of it as Lucas Quintana once again grabs him and will be the first one to bring him down. It'll be a we'll call it a 4-yard gain for Castillo. That's his longest run of the night. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for Mayfield. From their own 44-yard line, they need to get it right to midfield. Twins left, twins to the right. Benavidez is with Castillo. Castillo keeps it himself, and he is hit, but he gets away and somehow squirts through on the near side and finds his way through before finally
Chase Terrell
brings him down. So it'll be a pickup of 6, 7, 8, 9 on the play for Castillo. I thought they had him dead to rights behind the line, but
he sprung up. He got out of it.
Yeah, somehow he did. So credit where credit is due. He made a nifty move and got through. So now 1st and 10 from the Lovington side of the field as taking it over onto the far side. Another new running back in the ballgame.
Xavier Herrera, 37.
And he's going to wind up right back at the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a half yard on the play. And so it'll be a 2nd down and 11. Or rather, second and 9. I'm going the wrong way again. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third. Lovington up 37-6.
And I feel a little bit vindicated. Coach Bailey came over to part of the sideline over here to some of the players and said, hey, don't check out yet. You guys can't check out. We're not done here.
Back to pass, and that one is going to be tipped coming out of the hands,
Ooh.
and that one is going to fall. Oh, come on. They are going to all right, I'm going to interpret the rule here. They're going to call pass interference on Lovington. It's going to be on Aiden Nunez. Now, the ball was tipped at the line, and then it was an uncatchable ball. As soon as the ball gets touched, it is fair game. It is free game. That's the way I've always understood the rule. And then if the ball is uncatchable, you can do whatever you want. Pass interference, Lovington. There's 15 more. So there is penalty number 11 for 110 yards. And it'll be a free 1st down for Mayfield. I said I didn't think that's the way it worked, but maybe the high school rule is different. It's been too long since I actually looked it up.
Well, I'm gonna believe you. Trust you.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it got tipped, it's free ball. As far as that's how the rule used to be. And then that was an uncatchable ball. It was underthrown. So they get bailed out by the refs again, and that'll be Castillo keeping it himself. He's hit and driven backwards, and come on, take the flag out of the pocket. You know you want to. As Alex Rivera actually comes up from the bottom of the pile with the football.
It had been blown dead by that point, unfortunately.
And a very generous spot as they're only going to have Castillo losing a yard. He wound up 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. 1:18 to go in the third. This one has kind of become a little bit sloppy here in the third. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Castillo with Benavidez with him. Castillo keeps it himself, sweeps it to the right. Is going to be hit by Vasquez and everybody else. Then we've got a rugby scrum after a 1-yard gain, and Mayfield has a young man go down and go down hard. He's not looking too good.
No, he's rolling around in pain. Don't know what the problem is. He looked like he was just on the edge of that scrum, so I don't know what happened.
Well, it's possible if when you have those scrums, there's feet going everywhere and knees going everywhere. It's possible that he got stepped on, on an ankle or something like that. That's been known to happen. You certainly hate it in one that's frankly gotten this sloppy. It'll be 3rd down and 9 after the injury timeout. 37-6. The Wildcats in command of this one. Still in a third quarter that seems to be taking a very, very long time. Lovington should have had the ball back probably about 2.5 minutes of clock time ago, but some very bad penalties have really hurt them and kept the drive alive for Las Cruces. And you hate this for Mayfield because they're already a little bit shorthanded, but up and moving is number 77. That's Mikey Arrowwood. So he looks like he's okay as he sprints off the field. Might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him, but glad to see him up. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 from the Wildcat 30. And nothing for Mayfield to lose here by going for it if they get to a 4th down situation. Twin receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left. They're going to keep a tight end on that left side. Castillo, the quarterback, from the shotgun, waits on it. Gets it, back to pass. Looks, dumps it off, and actually that was dumped off by Mendez. And Lovington collapses in as he dumps that to Castillo, who's going to wind up with about a 3-yard gain. He's got 3 catches for 15 yards. So Mendez dumps it off to him, 3-yard gain. It'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 7. And, yep, they will be going for it. Nothing to lose here, although I bet they don't get another playoff for the end of the quarter with 8, 7, 6,
right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, yep, that'll do it for this Third quarter here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces. Back for the fourth quarter. Lovington leading 37-6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And
Stone
go
Oilfield
Cats.
Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces as we wait for the local car dealers promotion to finish up. We will come back to it, and it'll be a 4th down and 7 to go for the Mayfield Trojans as they are trying to keep their drive alive here tonight. Lovington is 1 score away from getting this to running clock territory. Final score tonight, Jow and Texaco. Texaco handling the Panthers 49-0 in that one, the district opener for them. Haven't gotten a report on the Eunice final yet, but Eunice was well in control of that one in the 2A Lee County openers tonight. So on a 4th down, Mayfield to go for it. As they wait for the snap, there we go. A new quarterback in the game, and he will toss it to the left side and overthrows the intended target.
That is number 37,
that's
Xavier
Herrera.
Herrera.
So Herrera incomplete, and that'll be the 4th quarterback of the night. And so over on downs to the Wildcats, 4 seconds into the 4th quarter. So Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. I was going to say, wait a minute, why are they marking that the 22? Yeah, it'll be up about the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And it will be Kyler Spencer who comes out to run the offense here.
Just about to tell you about that. I had to take a minute and go take a shoe off, retie it.
So Spencer is the quarterback, and welcome back, Dawn. So Spencer with it. He will toss it over to the left side. Mendeville with some room across the 40 out to about the 41-yard line. So let's see, where are they going to mark him down? Wow, they're going to say he stepped. Yeah, it's been that night. They say he stepped out on the far sideline after a pickup of 8. Jonathan just can't win tonight.
I was going to say, we were still looking to get him his touchdown that he's run for twice and gotten it. Third time's the charm. When we get close to the end zone, maybe we can get him slipping in there.
11 carries, 62 yards. He has done yeoman's work tonight. So on a 2nd down and call it 2.5. Skyler waits on the snap, back to pass. He'll dump that one off to Vasquez, wide open to the 50. Cuts it back across the 40, to the 30, to the 20. It's a foot race to the 10, to the 5, and then slammed down at the 5-yard line. Let's see, there's 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60 yards from Skyler to Vasquez. And it'll be 1st and goal, Wildcats.
Nice run.
Yes, it was.
I think he didn't realize that he had footsteps so close behind him there as he made a run for it, and I was hoping he was going to be able to keep a couple of steps ahead of them.
So after the 60-yard completion, 1st and goal from the 5 for the Wildcats. They punch it in here. It'll be a short 11 minutes. Waiting on it, handing it off. That is Diaz, and over the left tackle and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Zach from 5 yards out has his second touchdown of the night. And it is running clock time for Lovington. It's more than 35, folks. Run the clock.
Yeah.
The ref wound the clock, but they have not moved it yet.
Nope.
Because it is not a timeout or a change of possession. Clock should be moving.
Well, the clock is favoring Lovington at this point anyway. So.
It certainly is. 43-6 the score. Lovington with a chance to go up by 38 points here. Aranda out of the hold of Rivero. Good snap. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 11:09 to go in the ball game, Wildcats in command, 44-6. Lovington football will be back right after this.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
As the Lovington Wildcats take it to the house, this time a 5-yard dash by Zach Diaz, sent up by the 60-yard pass from Kyler Spencer to Javier Vasquez, and the point after is good, and Lovington goes up by 38 points. And so as soon as the kickoff happens, of course, we will have the running clock time. Just a quick note, Eunice victorious tonight over Loving, 56-6. So congratulations to the Cardinals. So Aranda will kick it towards the south end zone this time. Less than a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. So Caleb, a high end over ender, and they're going to let that one bounce, but then they're going to have to just touch it, because that one didn't go all the way. But this could be trouble as Lovington special teams closed in, and a good hit on that far side, Dawn.
Yeah, and I was back and blocked out. I could not see what happened.
Not 100% certain, but I think that may have been a kid with the favorite team on the name. That's Shooter Burns, number 13, who put that hit on. So out at the 15-yard line, first down and 10 for Mayfield. Now they've started the clock running. So Mayfield going to take their time. They have just now started the play clock. And let's see who they're going to run out at quarterback this time, as they have both Mendez and Castillo out there. You get the binoculars. Looks like they're going to send maybe Castillo back there. They have Herrera back there too. So we'll see if 37 or 2 winds up with the football. And we've got 10 seconds left on the play clock. It looks like it will be Castillo to take the snap. Nope, it'll be Herrera to take the snap.
Yeah, it's
so he'll
37.
take the snap, and he will keep it himself. And
no, he handed it off.
No, he kept it.
No? Okay.
Yep, 37 around the left side. That's Herrera.
That's it.
Gets it out to the, we'll call it the 19-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 4 for Herrera. And that'll bring up a second down and 6. 9 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Running clock as Herrera is the quarterback. Taking over, twins left, single receiver to the right. And pump fake, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Gets away from 1, doesn't get away from 2, and that'll be the first sack of the night for the Lovington Wildcats, as Herrera is going to get the sack It'll be a 3-yard sack on Herrera. Again,
Probably
first sack of the night.
Probably wishes he had gone ahead and handed it off to Castillo, number 2, instead of faking that again. That's who I thought he handed off to the first time there.
Probably so. Give Sterling White half credit for that sack, too. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Mayfield Trojans. Lovington up by 38 in this one. In command as they'll send trips to the right, and now a timeout going to be taken by Coach Bradley. So with 8:32 remaining, we'll take the timeout with them. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Back here at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces, where it's kind of become a nightmare for the home team Mayfield Trojans. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside. Big thanks tonight to Aftermath Auto Wheel Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, Gandy Corp, Double R Pipe and Supply, making Wildcat football possible. Here on Lovington Sports YouTube, please subscribe at HobbsAmerica.com. Of course, because of those folks, we never have to charge you or beg you for donations. So it'll be a low snap. Herrera handles it, throws the wide receiver screen far side. Nothing doing. It'll be a completion as he dumps that one out to Sanchez, number 18, but then immediately on top of him and just putting him down, Dawn. I didn't catch that number.
There were a couple of guys here, and I think that was Vasquez, number 8. Definitely, he got to him first and got the biggest piece of it.
So Vasquez, I thought that might have been. It'll wind up being a completion, but for 2-yard loss. And so it'll be 4th down and 11. Punt time for the Trojans. 7:55 to go. Yep, things move pretty quick once you get into running clock time. Herrera late into the party as he'll set up on the right side. Better snap this time. Gets that one away, no problem, as a sidewinder. It'll then kind of just take a little dead bounce and be down by Mayfield.
It'll be
and signed,
on the 44
or I'm sorry, by
line,
Gomez.
Yep, 40, about between the 43 and 44 yard.
Yeah, we'll call it at the nose of the ball at the 43, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. As Lovington is 7 minutes away from going to 3-4 on the year, but more importantly, 2-2 in district, and that gives them the district tie right now with Mayfield, but it gives them the tiebreaker against the Trojans, which could wind up playing into things later on, about a month from now.
I had a chance to talk to Kyler Reeves over here, who came out. He's sitting on the training table, and it's a sprained right ankle. So he's going to have a couple weeks to nurse that, maybe get back to 100%. Bye week coming up. It's good timing for that.
Yes, it certainly is. So it'll be 1st down and 10 as we're having another discussion by the refs who have stopped the clock. And we're going to have holding on Mayfield declined, holding on the return. So, Yes, roll the clock, please. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 44-yard line. Kyler Spencer is the quarterback. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Bad snap, it's handed near side. Mendeville with some room across the 30 to the 25. A horse collar, throw the flag, why not? And the player who brought him down gets the worst of it. So from the 43 to the 23, it'll be a 20-yard rush for Mendeville. 12 carries, 82 yards for him. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Their 11th first down of the night. And actually give him 22 on the play, so give him 84 total on the night thus far. So Lovington knocking on the red zone door once again, as we are at 6 minutes and some change remaining in the ball game. So Skyler.
All right, Coach
Kyler
Bailey
Spencer.
just called timeout.
So Josh seeing something he didn't like. Coach Bailey takes the timeout. 6:07 to go here in the fourth out of the Lovington timeout. We'll be back as Wildcat football continues in a moment.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Out of the Wildcat timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from the Mayfield 21. They lead this one by 38 points. Total domination tonight, almost from the word go. It was 8-6, though, at one point, but then Lovington has turned on the Jets. So Kyler
21-6 at halftime.
Kyler Spencer is the quarterback. Gets it, hands it to Mendeville, comes to the near side to the 15, cuts it back inside the 10 to the 5, stretching out to the pylon. Is he in? And no, he misses it by a yard again. And what, the Whitecap not going to throw a flag on that one? I'm just waiting. I'm just making sure. So it's 20 yards for Mendeville. He'll get his century mark. He's got 104 on the night on 13 carries. 2 Lovington Wildcats in double figure, rather in triple figures, have reached the century mark. Mendeville with 104, Rivero with 138, and it is 1st and goal from the 1 for the Wildcats.
Give it to Mendeville. Let him punch it in. He needs this in. He needs it.
Kyler Spencer with it. He will toss it to Mendeville. Starts it left, brings it back right, and he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain on this one. I think they got a little fancy. Just give it to him and let him run it. Just bang it home. Right. But on the bright side, it does burn some more clock off of it. We're under 5 minutes to play here.
2nd and 2. 2nd and goal from the 2.
2nd and goal from the 2. As Paul Sanchez will check out. Coming in his place, looks like it'll be Giovanni Contreras, number 5.
And Kyler Spencer goes back in.
Yep, Spencer's still in there. Mendeville still the deep back.
Well, Spencer didn't come off. He just came off to get the play. He came to the sideline.
And now a whistle sounds as Coach Bailey going to take another timeout. So we'll go ahead and, we'll just keep it right here. 4:29 to go, and say a big thank you to the great folks who make Wildcat football and all Wildcat and Lady Cat sports possible. Double R Pipe and Supply, the Gandy Corporation, Battle Energy, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Eunice Pump and Supply, the First American Bank of Lovington, Man Welding, B&B Rentals and Services, Lovington Municipal Schools, Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, and Aftermath Hot Oil. We could not do it without their help and support, so when you are making decisions about places to shop and businesses to frequent, be sure that you think about those folks who make it possible for us to do this without ever having to charge you or beg you for donations or anything like that. So it's because of those great folks that we get to do this. We appreciate every single one of them. We also appreciate you watching. So out of the Lovington timeout, 4:29 to go, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line, inside the 2-yard line. Mendeville is the deep back with Spencer. Single receiver to the right side. High snap, pitch it. Mendeville, and we've got a flag on the play. He's going to be stopped short of the line. So no gain on the play, but I think we've got a hold.
Yeah, a flag came out just immediately.
Yeah, it did. And or will it be false start? It'll be actually false start on Lovington. 12th penalty of the night, 115 yards. And so it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6 now for the Wildcats. This may actually be better. This will give Mendeville a little room to work. I want to see him get his touchdown tonight. Had two of them called.
It isn't called back.
Yeah, he's had 2 of them called back tonight.
Yeah.
Clock continues to move with 3:40 to go.
They've put that on the 6-yard line.
Yep, 2nd and goal from the 6. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Hand it to Mendeville. He goes inside and to the 5. Yep, it'll be a 1-yard gain. He tends to do better when they send him out on the sides. Maybe see if you can sweep him to the right side from my perspective and from the camera's perspective. So
right,
3rd and goal from the 5.
Instead of right up the gut, right up the middle.
Yep. As Giovanni will check out, and coming back in will be Paul Sanchez. Clock continues to move. We're under 3 minutes to go on a 3rd and goal from the 5. Wildcats send trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Kyler Spencer is the quarterback, waits on it. High snap, Kyler with it, looks to pass, throws the crossing route across the middle, has a man, puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats as Alex Kame from 5 yards out will make the grab. And the Wildcats are rolling 50-6.
Well, if it couldn't have been Mendeville, I like that Kame has been really doing well, coming up and stepping up the last several games. And so I like the fact that they gave him a chance to grab that. He did. It's a good throw, and it was a nice catch. Hang on to it. And
yes, it
here
was.
We are, 50.
And so trying to make it 51 with 2:41 remaining in the contest. Waiting on it. Bad snap, and that one will be blocked.
And it's number 24 kicking.
That'll be actually Kaysen Alexander.
Yeah.
So on to do the
It gets
kick.
blocked.
No, it was blocked. Well, it was a bad snap, and so
bad snap, low kick.
Yeah, not much Kaysen can do about that one. So with
True.
2:41 to go, Lovington in command, 50-6. We'll be back as Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Alex Kame will cash in a 5-yard touchdown reception from Kyler Spencer, and the Wildcat send in Kaysen Alexander to do the kicking, but a bad snap keeps him from putting it through. So 2:41 remaining here in the contest. Lovington is 2 minutes and 41 seconds away from going to 3-4 on the year, but more importantly, 2-2 in district. And they will have Aranda kick that one away. Fielded back at the 5, bringing it out across the 10 to the 15 to the 20. 25, shake and bake, coming near side and then out to the 30. Pretty nice return there that time for the return man for the Trojans as they pull him up from the bottom of the pile. Let me catch the number.
Was it Chavez?
I think it's actually, it's Ryan Chavez. I think so, yeah. We'll go with
26.
that. 26, so Ryan Chavez with the return brings it out to the 30. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans, who will drop to 2-5 on the year, and will go to 2-2 in district. It will break a little 2-game winning streak for them, as they've got a pretty tough road to go, as they will take on Goddard in 2 weeks. Then they've got Roswell High and Artesia. So a rough road still to go for this Mayfield team, as Herrera hands it off, and little room up the middle, and just pushing forward and dragging a couple of cats with him. Get the number here. The young man's holding on to the ball very tightly. That's that Castillo. Yep, that was Castillo, who's going to get 9 yards out of it. Castillo, 18 yards on 11 carries. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Minute and 15 seconds remaining in the ball game. Lovington winning this one 50-6. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Good snap, hand it to Castillo. And nope, actually it'll be Herrera, keeps it himself. Rolls to the left, gets about what he needs for the first down, but the ball is out. But they're going to say the ball was blown dead first, so Herrera going to wind up getting 3 yards, and it will be enough for the Mayfield first down. So with 45 seconds to go, actually they're saying that's Nathan Black, number 37. So I don't know who the quarterback is. Because their roster says one thing and they keep putting another name up on the scoreboard. So trips to the right, single receiver to the left on a first down and 10 as Castillo crosses into Lovington territory. He's going to pick up 10 on the play, and it'll be another Mayfield first down.
Yeah, it won't matter.
It won't matter, and that'll do it as the final score in this one is Lovington 50, Mayfield 6, and the Wildcats will improve to 3-4 on the year, 2-2 in district. We'll be back with your post-game report and your Bob Thriftway coaches conversation as Wildcat football continues in a moment.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week, you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Welcome back to Field of Dreams, your Lovington Wildcat postgame report as Lovington victorious tonight by a final of 50-6 as Coach Bailey has his team down there. We'll take a quick look at the final numbers. We'll start actually with Lovington tonight. So 3 different quarterbacks for the Wildcats. They go a combined 5 of 11 for 93 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. The touchdowns, the first one coming from Justin Allen to Chance Terrell from 5 yards out. The second coming from Kyler Spencer to Alex Kame, also from 5 yards out. So 93 total through the air. On the ground, you had 2 Cats tonight in triple digits. Elijah Rivero leads the way, 5 carries, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Mendeville, 15 carries, 105 yards. We tried to get him his touchdown, but darn it, just didn't work out tonight. Zach Diaz with 6 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Justin Allen with 3 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown. Sanchez actually started off the game, a carry for 9 yards. Vasquez, a carry for 2 yards. And Rivera on a miracle at the Meadowlands or whatever you call that play, he actually had a carry, too, for 11 yards. 301 total yards on the ground tonight for the Wildcats. 93 through the air, 301 on the ground, 394 total. 12 penalties for 115 yards. That one kind of makes you cringe just a little bit. 12 first downs in the ball game and 50 points on the board. You like that. 8 points in the first, 13 in the second, 16 in the third, and 13 in that fourth and decisive quarter. For Mayfield tonight, held to under 100 yards of total offense as Castillo, their leading rusher, actually Ochoa, their leading rusher, 7 carries, 51 yards before he was knocked out late in the first half. Castillo, 12 carries, 28 yards. Benavidez, 7 carries for 10 yards. We think maybe Herrera, either Herrera or Black, came in late at quarterback, 5 carries, 2 yards, was sacked. Mendez was sacked once as well, 3 carries, -2 yards, 12 yards passing. All they managed tonight with 4 different quarterbacks, 5 of 7 for 12 yards, and no touchdowns, no INTs, 83 on the ground, 95 total yards for Mayfield tonight. They had 7 penalties for 55 yards, and they wound up with 9 first downs in the book. The only points they scored all coming in the very first quarter of this ball game. So next up for Lovington, get to sit back and go, take a deep breath as the bye week is coming up, a chance to heal up and kind of assess where they are in the season. And then, hey, we finally get to go home. It seems like we've been on the road for forever, as Gadsden will be coming to town 2 Friday nights from now. That may actually be homecoming. I think it is, before we head on the road 3 weeks from now back in this direction. It'll come to Deming before we finish up the season at home against Santa Teresa. So the Wildcats improving to 3-4 on the year, but more importantly, 2-2 in the district race. And Lovington with tied now with Mayfield at 2-2 in district, but frankly a little bit easier road for the Wildcats moving forward, as Coach Bailey joins Don Morgan across the field for our Bob Thriftway Coaches Conversation.
Predicted, yeah, at halftime in the halftime report. Hoped, and I'm sure passed on to the team, in your message of the locker room. And here we are. Here we stand. Nice. You guys dominated that second half. Went out, got running clock, game over a little early. Got a chance to kind of heal up some of your some players banged up, and so what do you think? Game as a whole, and where do you go now?
Well, we want to be on that top tier football program in Class 5A. Of course, the injuries play a context to their football team. They came out and they played really well at the beginning and started getting hurt, but we expect to take care of business when we're a better football team. And again, there's some injury context there, but we were playing better than them. We had more ammo than they did at the end, and so we expect to do that. We talked about a business trip all week, talked about just taking care of business. All of our goals are right in front of us, but 1 week at a time and execution. And I'm proud of the team. I think I kind of mentioned a couple weeks ago, but I really do believe that we've turned a corner, and we understand that, hey, we can do something special. We're not wasting a year. We're not going to do that. We don't believe in that in Lovington. And so I'm proud of the way we handled this business trip, and we get excited to have another one pretty soon.
Absolutely, yeah. 2 weeks off,
yeah.
And then isn't it homecoming for Gadsden?
Homecoming.
All right. So take care of business. Keep it, just do your job. Take care of business. Do what you're capable of doing. Everybody play up to what they're capable of, right?
Yeah, I think you play Roswell High well. You should have won the game. I think played Artesia not as good as we hoped, but obviously dealt with some injuries there too and things. I think it kind of opened everybody's eyes, I hope, to say, hey, we can do this if we do things the right way. If we work hard enough and we give it every single day to our brother and do the things the right way, we have a chance to do something special. And so, let's take care of business. I hope we can.
As always, adversity sometimes opens the door for players to step up and unproven players to come through and show you what they can do, and that has happened in some cases. So that's great. Some teams don't do that. They don't rise to the occasion. They don't have the players, step up and do that. But it's happening for you, and a few games to go, and you just want to keep everything in that mode.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that, we had. Giovanni Contreras went in there for Kyler Reeves. Did a good job. And he, Giovanni. Kyler's been banged up a little bit. Mien's been banged up a little bit. Different guys have been banged up a little bit. Joaquin at different times. And so Giovanni's a kid. He's a senior for us who has practiced a ton. And those guys have got ready to go in time, and he hadn't got to play a lot. And that's really hard to be selfless enough in that situation to go in there and just practice every day. And I was glad he got an opportunity to go out there. Obviously, not at Kyler's expense, but I'm glad that Giovanni got a chance to go out there and he played well.
Yeah, and how about Mendeville? Yeah. Man, he's really come in and come on. And tonight he did get rushing, which is great. He did not manage to get the touchdown. He had two that were called back, and I know he and you guys were trying to get him in there in the end zone and get that. But hey, that's why sometimes there are more games in the future. There's more goals to that are not met that you can still strive for.
I think every coach will tell you like the right answer. You don't worry about records. You don't worry about certain guys getting touches and things like that all the time. But at the end of the day, that's not real. Just being real. Alex Kame getting a touchdown right there was huge for that kid. Chase Terrell's been begging, got a kickoff return. He's been dying for a big touchdown catch. He got one. And then I've got to give a huge shout out. This is big. I don't know if you saw me give out a game ball right there. So Elijah Rivero is now the all-time career leader in receptions and yards. Broke both those records tonight in Lovington Wildcat history. And we've done some pretty special things in this history. And so he gets to put his name up there with everybody's forever for all of time. So really proud of him. He broke a record that was set by Cesar Gonzalez just a couple years ago in receptions. And still a lot of games left. But the record he broke in yards was set by Paul Brown, like 1990, and so long. Yeah, and so really, really, really proud of that. He accomplished those things. So
absolutely, congratulations! I heard I was too far away to know. I heard the cheer go up, but I wasn't. Yeah, in the end. Okay, 2 weeks off, and then Gadsden, and at home. What are you going to focus on?
Getting healthy. That bye could not come at a better time. We are glad to go home and rest up a little bit. And, obviously we want to clean up some details, but on our biggest issue right now is we got to get healthy. Finish this thing strong. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks so much. Always.
Yes, ma'am.
Safe travels home. We will. I'm going to try to get out of here. I'm not sure where I can.
Thank you very much, Don. And yeah, they're signaling me that I've got to wrap up, and they may be locking me in like happened to Carlsbad last year. So with that, we will put a wrap on this one, my friends. The Wildcats come out and dominate from the opening whistle and win this one 50-6. Tonight's game was brought to you by Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, the Gandy Corporation, and R Pipe and Supply. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square for Dawn Morgan. Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Las Cruces. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Have a fantastic weekend and a great night. Good evening, everyone.